Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
It is a great day to be alive on this Tuesday, especially when we have somebody usually joining us on the phone. Wow, Strophy. Doesn't even have our special guest, Micah.
Wow.
He didn't have me on?
That?
No, he didn't have you on. Well, from what I understand, I was talking to Dr. Ken. He ignores him out in the deal. Like the whole... I don't think that's part of his deal. He just is up at the trio running his pregame, and that's the extent of what he
happy
does.
to hear his own voice on the airwaves.
Oh, he
Mr.
loves
Alex
him.
Strofe.
Who loves him some more? Him.
He's giving me a run for my money.
No, him or Jesse. Are you in the same boat?
Not anymore. Not even close.
I feel like you've matured now that
Little
you're...
bit.
Why do you wink like that? He just does this.
It's
It's not a subtle wink at all.
Look, now he's trying to be like, oh, look how good I'm doing. I'm playing North Couchers Open.
That's why Strophy's such a star.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Alex Strofe running the show. We're here with Mark Tauscher, the Packer Hall of Famer. 800-990-3776, and see our beautiful faces.
I'm ready to coach hoops. I jump on with you guys. I go right to basketball practice.
I'm aware. Either that or we hear the whistles of Camp Randall in the background.
It's both. Yeah, well, you always got to be. Yeah, once the fall's done, it'll be different. But
How is that limited basketball team of yours?
I was hoping you'd. We haven't been able to figure out a way. Our point guards are ball hogs.
Can't have it.
Your
kid's a point guard. He's a ball hog.
He is, yeah.
Is he not coachable? Why don't you say
no? They're coachable, but I think
dish
part
it
of
up.
it
Sounds
part
like
of
a coaching
is
problem to me.
That when you're playing, when it's not like an organized team stuff. This is a basketball it's a parochial school, basketball only. It's not like big boy competition. It's more fun, right?
Yeah.
So I'm at the point, if you're open, you're shooting it, because I just want shots up. I want our kids, everybody to get shots up. But there's a couple of kids that, they're just not very good.
So I've taken this. I've taken the stance, Tausch.
How old are they?
Oh, we're in 8th grade now.
Yeah.
Now, 5th grade girls, I'm helping out. I'm very limitedly helping out with 5th grade girls. That's a whole nother animal.
This is my question for you, because Brad and Kyle think that I won't do this. I have of the stance right now that
you want to volunteer to
that
drive
I do
up and
not.
become a coach?
I do not want to coach
take you.
my future daughter or any of my future children's teams.
Why would you not?
Because
Here's the deal, and I understand where you're coming from.
You know where I'm coming from.
I do understand, and I coached baseball the whole time for Max, and softball Sarah coaches, and I try to help out whenever I can. Football, I get it. I understand why you don't want to do that, but I'm telling you right now, you're going to be at these games anyways. It's so much better to be able to control scheduling and show your knowledge, and you're going to be there. It's just a better experience.
Okay.
You sit in the stands because you're going to whisper stuff under your breath.
No.
Kyle don't know what the hell he's doing. Why is my kid should be getting picked? Like, it's just not going to be healthy. Just embrace it, and I think your kids will appreciate it.
Yeah, so the thing in my brain that I always go back to is in high school, my brother, before he got to Wisconsin, was obnoxious. My dad was...
He still is, isn't he?
Very obnoxious. But I'm telling you, like, close to the referees on the floor yelling at them.
Oh, wow.
Getting in with the parents yelling at each other things. So I'm yes. Our own team parents.
You saw
our own teams. So now you know where I'm coming from.
What's wrong with JD?
I just want to be the guy that sits there and supports. And then if my daughter or hopefully future son one day, we don't know, comes to me after the game, Tausch, you want to go shoot extra hoops? You want to go work out? You want to ask me anything? I'm here.
But you'll have gym access because you're the coach.
So you think I'm not going to be able to not coach too?
No, I think you should coach. I think you can. You're lazy enough that you could say, no, I'm not doing it. I could see that, but I think you...
Damn. Well, shots fired.
Is it not right?
No, it has nothing to do with laziness.
What is it?
It's
a lot of time and work to coach.
It is the not wanting to be the overbearing parent, because I have like parent PTSD from all. Like I had a head coach.
You can control that.
I know, but I had a head coach who had 2 kids on our high school basketball team, and that was a horrible
Let me tell you
thing.
something. Coaching high school sports is different than coaching 6th grade Kiwanis Club basketball. It is a different animal.
Well, and the alternative of Ben Brust sitting in the stands, like you said, stewing, critiquing. I mean, that's not going to win.
He's
Anyone's
not
going to win
be able
either.
to keep it together.
Oh, 100% not.
You're going to be able to keep it
out.
together a lot more coaching your kid than you sitting there because you're not going to be. You're not a wallflower. You're not going to just sit.
So you're telling me exactly what these guys are telling me.
Yeah, we're trying.
I'm not going to be able to do what
just
I'm putting
embrace
myself.
Self-realization.
Embrace it and just go do it. You'll enjoy it too.
You guys are probably right, and I will embrace it and I will enjoy it because I did enjoy coaching middle school kids when I did do it. But aren't these kids cool? Do kids even listen anymore anyway?
Oh, my kid's gonna listen. I'll tell you that. I'm gonna say, get on the line, do some gassers. Y'all picking your nose, playing around, gassers.
Picking your nose, gassers.
What I've noticed is the sterner and more authoritative you are, the more the kids will appreciate it.
Really?
And that you have fun with it. Yes, you don't need to be Bobby Knight or Hurley or whatever the dude that flipped out.
Did Bobby slap a player?
Bobby Knight?
Yeah.
Well, I think he threw a chair, and there's other stuff that he did.
Can't slap
Sure,
kids
there's more.
Yeah, you don't want to.
closed
It's
doors.
not a road you want to get
I
down.
don't know you want to do that coaching or not coaching.
Yeah, I don't think you want to be involved in that either way, but I just think kids are looking to get pushed and to work to be better. And if you're helping them do that, they are receptive to it. Are they going to be clowns sometimes? Absolutely. You figure that piece of it out, and then I think it's very rewarding if you can figure it out.
Yeah, as Taushi joins us here, Taushi, I do want to get to this because it is breaking our hearts, as you know, as we watch it each week. And we talked a little bit at the Tundra Trio. I do agree that the offense was not bad, but the game was bad and the result was bad. And now we're in nightmare scenario here. Missing a bowl game, losing to Minnesota. If that happens, what's the vibe? What's the feel for what can they say to fans to get them excited about next year?
Is even winning going to get you excited?
I think it can,
but it won't for you.
It'll pacify a little bit, right?
I think keeping the streak alive is important.
Yep.
I think it's been a big part of what we do, and I know Homer disagrees.
Homer does, and
Homer's
that's
just
Homer.
Whatever, yeah. It is important. It's something to hang our hat on. And just out at Lincoln this last weekend, they hadn't been, and somebody on our broadcast mentioned 7 years it's been since they made a bowl game, and that's 105 practices that the University of Wisconsin has had that the Nebraska Cornhuskers haven't. That I don't care with roster switching and everything else. That's important, but it's important to have this to kind of hang your hat on as far as, yes, maybe we've had some disappointing seasons recently, but we're still working and progressing towards something. And if this would be a major setback, this has been a tough season. There's no doubt about it. Are we better than we were last year? I would say yes.
Oh, explain that one.
We played Oregon tight, had the number one team on the ropes. Alabama for a half. The schedule was tougher. I think when you look at big picture, I think this offensive line has been much better than what we played last year.
I agree with that one.
I think that part. I think what we saw from Braden Locke with this new offensive coordinator, I thought he played his best game last Saturday. And you might look and say, well, what are you talking about? Well, just look at how I thought he didn't throw the ball in harm's way. The interception that had was a tipped-up pass. I thought played a clean game. I liked the new structure of what we did. There's a lot of things that I think you can say offensively. Would you score 27 points? That should be good enough to beat Nebraska. Nebraska's offense, the defense was atrocious on Saturday.
How do you go from holding the number one team in the country with a potential Heisman candidate to 16, and then
tough? I don't have
the sandwich in the middle of Oregon is 42-10, and then there was special teams and other stuff, but the defense was bad against Nebraska.
That's the biggest thing.
My problem is not being able to understand each week what I'm going to get.
Yeah, it's the consistency has been the thing that we've lacked, and you could say, well, emotionally, did the team bounce back after dumping the bucket for Oregon? They didn't. The defense did not. There's no other way to put it, and I don't know if I've seen more missed tackles. And we had Raiola / little mini Mahomes sitting back there. It was much really credit. Annoying to watch because he is smug and but we didn't do anything to rattle him at all.
I didn't realize his uncle played at Wisconsin.
Whose?
His Raiola.
Oh yeah,
I didn't realize that was Wisconsin.
I don't know what happened at the end of the game because his dad played for the Lions, and then his uncle would have played for Wisconsin. So there's some ties there, but it was defensively, that was Hunter not being out there really hurt. There was not, I don't know if the leadership, whatever it was, there just was not the juice. And you saw that right from the jump.
Tausch, no matter how the game goes on Friday, looking forward to next year, man, the schedule's harder next year than it is this year. So what are we thinking for expectations? Are we thinking
we don't even say, here's the deal. What's going to happen in the next 6 months? Every team is probably going to be looking at somewhere between 30 and 50% of your roster's gone.
That's the correct answer. You can't look at expectations so you know what you have in today's age.
And this is going to be something fans need to start looking at, and I don't like this. And Benny, I don't think you're going to like it. I don't think any of us are going to like this. The idea of a ton of growth. My career at Wisconsin will not happen in today's day and age. They're not going to have a walk-on that comes for 2 years and works in the weight room and is on the scout team and then earns a scholarship. Like, those days are gone. It is now immediate, and I think you're going to start seeing you're going to have to be super selective with kids you're bringing in from high school because you need to win now. It is no longer a developmental sport. It is going to be this guy, I need to find this kid from Akron that can come in and jump in right away, or another MAC school that's going to be able to come and be a player. You don't have the luxury of having a ton of young players that you get to grow, because if you grow too well, they're going to say, deuces, you need to figure out how can I manage my roster. I'm going to have my core players that are going to be there for 2-3 years. But the idea of like a Jack Nelson, who is here forever, I don't know if we're going to see a lot of those guys moving forward. It is now a year-to-year, really a 8-month to 8-month deal where it is, this is your roster, and it is going to look vastly different. So to try and say, well, you're going to get the great thing about making a bowl still is a lot of your young players, you get to evaluate and see, because there are going to be cuts. Yeah, I heard Matt Rule talking. He's got to, I think, get rid of 30 players.
Oh, wow.
Rosters, because they're giving you more scholarships now, right?
No,
from 80 to 105
so
scholarships?
So there's going to be 85 scholarships, I think 105 players.
Oh, I thought they gave them more scholarships
so there's,
for less
there's
players.
variance, but I think you're going to start seeing more. You're going to start seeing more very selectiveness about who's getting a scholarship, and is it going to be 1 year? Is it going to be 5 years? Then there's other money that comes in. So this concept of, well, what happens on Friday? Yes, we want to do that because I want to see some of these young offensive linemen get work in bowl preparation. And, yeah, you can say, well, it doesn't matter. You play in Detroit, you play in New York, whatever bowl game it would be. You get that practice reps, and you get these guys another 15 opportunities to get better.
It's funny you say that, because I saw even a quote from a basketball side of things, and you can cite basketball examples with Greg Gard.
How much different is this team than last year?
With Hepburn and Storr and Essegian all leaving.
It's completely different.
But my point to what you just said is John Tanji, right? He's back-to-back Big Ten Player of the Week, and I saw a quote. And we've all heard these kind of stories, right? He goes, oh, I love the way that the school has embraced me. I want this to be a place long-term. But if he keeps playing this well, I don't think he's going to remember the quote he said after the Greenbrier Classic.
I thought you were going to say, I really like being, let me pull up like a musician. Where am I at this week? I really like being at Wisconsin. And this is the part that I think is going to be super tricky moving forward. College sports we love because stories, Norty, myself, we like seeing this go from here. Like, your guys' teams will never exist again.
So does transfer portal matter more than high school rankings?
Yes.
Transfer portal is the way. This is the new way forward. If you're not winning in the transfer portal, you're not, unless you're one of the top dogs. And right now, Wisconsin is not. You better win in the portal, and you better win. You better make sure who you're bringing in is going to be immediately impactful.
So how is it that Wisconsin? I know Indiana was a little bit different because the coach left, and he brought a lot of his guys with him who were just winners before they got there as well on a different level as James Madison. But overall, how is it that Wisconsin is bringing in guys and they're just not turning out? Like, are they not winning battles when it comes to the transfer portal?
Well, I would say Elijah Hill's been a pretty good pickup. I think Walker's been a pretty good pickup. So, are you going to hit on everybody? You're not going to hit on everybody in a recruiting.
The quarterback position is the one, and I know he got hurt. Tyler Van Dyke got hurt this year, but does Tyler Van Dyke make you a 8-4 team to end the year?
That's the question. We don't know how the season would have been different. Obviously, Braden had I thought, a really good game the other day. He'd been really inconsistent and too many turnovers throughout the course of this season.
I mean, let's be real. Braden ain't winning you. He ain't winning you a conference championship.
We may know that, but Old T's providing good perspective here, and I want to shift over to the Green Bay Packers because I don't like the spot. I think the spot is tricky before the Lions. A Thursday Thanksgiving game.
This week's game should be high alert for everything.
I agree.
Really?
I don't like the spot.
So I've always said this when you get your schedule, and I know we do that in May, and they'll win this game. Yes, it matters who you play, but it's not near as important as when you play them. You would have looked at this San Francisco game in the beginning of the season as the creme de la creme game on the schedule. This was, if you win that game, and I'm telling you, the vibe I got post-game and yesterday's show, it's like we just won a Bishop's Charity preseason game.
Sure does.
Legit, the fans were like, well, yeah, they don't have so. And granted, you take your stud left tackle, your quarterback, and your best pass rusher. That's a lot of money. I know the quarterback don't make any money yet, but that's a lot of production. And it's just kind of like the Dolphins is the complete opposite. We would have loved to have played them late September, early October because Tua's out. Tua in this offense is going to be a problem. The colder it is, the more I like Green Bay. But this offense is going to be one of the most talented groups we play. And I think it'll be a hell of a challenge for Hafley and that crew. But the cold weather and everything else, Miami needs this game. There's a lot of things trending the opposite way of what we just saw on Sunday. This is more of where that Bear game was a couple weeks ago, where I thought in the beginning of the week, everything's just too easy. There's too much conversation. And then when it got to Thursday and Friday, I'm thinking, something's up here. And you get a bunch of professional athletes and everybody telling them that they suck, and pride will come beaming out of their chest. That's what we saw with Chicago. Last week, it was we're just better than you because you don't have the horses. This week, you're recovering. You had a physical game. You just did a bunch of snaps. It's a short week. The fact that you're at home is a big advantage, but I would think this is going to be a very difficult game to win.
Really?
When you think about it, I mean, the schedule evens itself out. You caught the Rams at a great time. They didn't have Puka. Did I say it right? I've been calling him. I've been calling him Koopa.
Houston lost one of their guys. You know, Detroit. Even when you played, Hutchinson was out there. Yeah. Green Bay catches a lot of the positive sides.
And they've been on the wrong side early with Jordan being out.
Jordan Love wasn't available. So yes, that's why anyone that was feeling bad or not taking that win against San Francisco, no. You don't ever apologize. And yes, did it make the job a lot easier? But you throttled the heck out of them. And that's why I was a lot more optimistic after that game.
And you got the Lions looming on the other side.
I was excited about this game because I felt like having a game on Thursday night. That's what it was. Thursday night, where this team, and I was talking to them before the show.
I don't like the whole concept of Thursday night.
I don't like
it's. They could have just. I get it. You got to make money. But.
I just think his mindset where he's going is wrong. He's talking about how we won. At least we have to now turn the page quickly.
I think turning the page quickly for the Green Bay Packers, and again, they said I might be wrong on this, Tausch, but you tell me. You were in the Packer locker room. You were part of the G. Is that the Packers seem to me that going into Sunday's game against the 49ers, they were amped for this. They wanted the opportunity to take on a team that they felt like they had on the ropes that they could have beat last year in the playoffs.
And their coach does not like Shanahan, and there is no doubt that trickles down, and I think the team feels, when the coach is a little extra amped up.
And so they performed well. They don't have as much time to bask in the glory and the success of that game. They have to turn the page immediately to a football team in the Miami Dolphins that I think they should recognize has talent all in the offense. They're coming off a game where Tua went for 3 or 4 touchdowns, one of the best quarterbacks this past week in the NFL on Sunday. So I feel like the Packers shouldn't be a trap game because of what the Miami Dolphins are coming off of, and they got to turn the page quickly. So that's why I'm excited that they have to get ready for this game. They can't focus on what happened on Sunday because
that's
they got a
what
game
Kyle
on Thursday.
Wallace thinks.
So I want to hear from a player's
I agree in the respect that I think it's good that you recognize Miami's got a lot of talent, and guys will look around and say, like if you're a corner this week, you're like, I better be on my P's and Q's, right? And I think Hafley figuring that piece of it out. But
damn, no Jair too.
I just think there's a certain amount of emotional reservoirs that you have. I don't think it's unlimited. I don't think you can just say, because you came out flat. You can't get as amped up as you did for San Fran as you did for Detroit.
I like that emotional reservoir
I
thing.
don't think
It is good. He's good.
It's not something that you can just that's why you want to have an even keel. And
I wish I had that, Tausch. The amount of times that he's just like, yeah, this week they're going to get amped up for this one. This week they're going to get amped up for this one.
You want everyone to be amped up all the time. And I think fans get amped up.
But we get excited. We don't have to go put our body on the line.
Fans don't have an arthritic knee, and they don't have it takes a lot of. I guess it takes a lot of capital to do that every week, and there's not an unlimited amount of emotional capital. You think that there is, but there's not.
I'm literally juiced up for the next couple of weeks because you have San Francisco, now you got Miami, and I'm already yesterday talking about bring on the damn Lions. I'm already amped up, and I forget this can be taxing.
Do you like the 5 primetime games right in a row? Do you think that's going to drain that emotional capital quicker than a normal noon game?
I do think there's something to be said about the national TV, all of that stuff, but it really, I think the tricky part is Detroit is on everybody's mind, and the fact that the Dolphins are here, it's an AFC team, it's a warm weather team playing in the cold. That also makes me think maybe that emotional cap, it's not going to be, your urine's not going to be as hot. A, because it's cold, and B, because it's a different setup than you just played the defending NFC champs, and you're playing who everybody thinks is going to be the new NFC champs. And then, so if you want to talk trap game, I don't believe in trap game. I believe in you only have so much. And how much do you need to pull from that tank to find a way to beat Miami? I don't know what the answer is, but you hope enough, and that's why I think this thing gets interesting.
Strophy, generally speaking, I do a pretty good job with the clock. You would agree?
You have requested that I say yes.
No, that's baloney. You guys know I'm a clock guy.
Yeah, you run
pretty dedicated
too
to the
tight
clock.
of a ship sometimes.
Dedicated.
Wilde and Tausch, they started their last segment when they should have got out of the show today.
Yeah, I was
and it's and now that Tausch is here, I'm like, I want him to keep him, but I should have asked. Could you stay another segment? Or you got to go.
I'm going to stay one more because I'm sure there'll be a time during that I'm going to miss, and I'm going to make sure we'll.
All
put
right,
this.
good.
I'm going to use.
I got a whole lot more.
I'm going to use some reservoir today to withdraw later.
I like that.
Strophy, remember when I put down when you text me and I say. Reservoir. You'll know what's
Reservoir. I don't know what that means, but you got a deal.
Apparently, Jonathan Brust has life-changing advice for me and says Tausch will love this. We'll hear from Jonathan Brust on the other side with Mark Tauscher. It's Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Don't go anywhere. It's Old T in person.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Tausch, thank you for all that baby talk there and parenting talk. I'll take some of those tips.
I was getting ready for it right
now. Taking notes over there,
taking some of those nips. Taking some of those tips. those tips and storing them away. I do like nips as well. But Tausch.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. With Wilde and Tausch, you won't miss a play.
Romeo. This 3-syllable, you have to take the O out of the equation. That's too easy.
Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Iota, right? Not one iota.
Iota. Yeah. That's only 4 letters.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
Let's pretend you're a first-time listener to Wilde and Tausch. What the hell is this? They're discussing syllables.
On 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Steinhoffel's biggest Black Friday sale ever is happening now. Take $100 off every $14.99. Plus, get a $100 MasterCard for every $14.99 you spend. Or choose Steinhoffel's 0% 60-month financing. Save big on all the best mattress brands. And find amazing Black Friday doorbusters, like a recliner just $199. Sofas starting at only $299. Shop in-store and online at steinhoffels.com. Steinhoffel's Black Friday sale. 1 week only.
Hey, it's Gary Ellison here for Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center. Looking for that midday escape? Or maybe you want to impress a client? Get a little slice of summer on the links with Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center, a top-tech, cutting-edge golf experience that gives you the chance to play legendary courses. Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center's simulators, entertainment, and best Bloody Marys make it feel like summer all year round. With bays at just $35 an hour, Mondays through Thursdays. That summer feel is easily back in your life. Book your bay at WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com.
Hey guys, it's ESPN Milwaukee's Gabe Neitzel here to give you some advice. If you're making plans to propose to that special someone in your life, the Jewelry Center has to be your stop for the ring. It's what I did. They're the best place to shop for diamond engagement rings in Milwaukee for a reason. I didn't know what to get, but with help of a Pinterest board, the Jewelry Center and their team of specialists took care of everything from start to finish. Naturally mined diamonds, lab-grown diamonds, whatever you're in the market for, when it comes to an engagement ring, the Jewelry Center has it. Find locations and inventory online at shoptjc.com.
It's time for the Ortho ASAP Minute from Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin.
I'm here with Dr. Daniel Holub at Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Doctor, let's say someone is feeling some pain. That pain, it just will not go away. What's the next thing that person should do?
Get an appointment with one of the specialists at Orthopedic Associates, and we will work through that problem with you.
In your position, you help people get rid of pain. You help them be able to move and be active again. How rewarding is it for you to really see someone regain a certain quality of life?
That's got to be the best part of my job, is seeing somebody that's been struggling either for a short time with a fresh injury or a long time with a degenerative condition, and being able to find a proper solution for them, whether it's just a rehabilitation process or if it's a surgical process, and watching them over the course of weeks to months improve to the point of enjoying life again.
The Ortho ASAP Minute is sponsored by Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. There is a difference.
'Tis the season for celebrating, so why not make your holiday gathering unforgettable? Give your team or clients an experience they'll talk about long after the new year with V Private Bar Services. Forget the same old office party. With custom cocktails tailored to your brand and a top-notch mixologist team, V Private Bar Services brings the magic of a high-end bar to your event. Make this holiday season extraordinary. Visit vprivatebar.com to book your premier party today. That's vprivatebar.com for your next unforgettable event.
At Cousin Subs, the bigger your smile, the better we feel. That's why our menu features something for everyone, like our Wisconsin cheese curds, golden fries, creamy shakes, and mac and cheese, all paired with your favorite sub, or our subs in a bowl. And don't forget our kids' meals, now with a free cookie. Here's to a better day. Cousin Subs. We believe in better.
Mark Tauscher on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman is brought to you by Fleet Farm. Remember, if Fleet Farm doesn't have it, then you don't need it.
Sticking with us on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman is Packers Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher, who is utilizing some extra work right now, emptying his tank so that when Alex Strofe is like, "Hey, Tausch."
Ben, what word did Tausch use?
Reservoir. Thank you.
Can you
very
spell
much.
that?
You know what? I need my.
It's a tricky spell. It's a tricky spell.
Here we go. R-E-S res I-V.
No.
I already messed up. Anyway, I want to get to the good stuff here. We'll have Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust at 3 o'clock so you can laugh at my bad answers later. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Strophe running the show. Somebody keeping us on track at ESPN Madison, and Tausch never lets anybody finish the intro, and that's why I love him.
We've introed already.
I want to let people know they can find us on YouTube and see your beautiful face in studio at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison.
How many times would you two beat Ben? Would you beat him? How many times?
I would be smoking Kyle.
The last time we actually did it, I would have smoked him. But I mean, I don't know. Me and Ben are like on the same planet when it comes to that. I haven't answered the questions for 3 years, the same questions over and over, and got them wrong though.
Yeah, there's like gamesmanship to it, right? I mean, knowing when to pass, knowing when to take a guess and move on. He's done.
Did you know the only person to beat me 15-0 was Tausch's daughter?
Yeah, she's good.
15.
She's good.
How old was she?
She was really young.
She was like 6. Yeah,
you lost to a 6-year-old.
Yeah, well, the fix wasn't in at all.
No, fix. Well, I don't know if a fix was in. I wrote the questions and tailored them a certain way.
Exactly.
You didn't get one right.
No, I don't know. I once I heard the 15 out of 15, you know, I kind of gave up
here. Yeah, that's intimidating.
Also, Tauschi, not just about this Tua spot here. Is it fair, Brad? I don't want to take your opinion here, but I think it's true to a certain scenario, and I want OT's perspective on Tua. Come on.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Tua has been more important to his team than Jordan Love this year. I mean, you look at the statistically better season. When he has been out, the offense has totally floundered for the Dolphins. Meanwhile, the Packers actually got victories when Jordan Love was out. So you look at them and you say, these two guys are tied together, contract right around the same time, both making more money. Tua's proving that he's more important to his team to get victories than Jordan Love. I'm not saying he's a better quarterback, but Tua has been more important to the Dolphins than Love has been to the Packers.
I'll join that club. How can
Is
you
that
not
concerning?
Argue? How can you not argue that? Like, you're going to argue that it's not?
It's a painful reality.
I just think it's fascinating because I didn't think of it that way.
It actually, I wish I would have talked to Norty earlier. That would have been a great topic on our show this morning.
So don't talk to old T before 9 o'clock because if you got something,
talk to me at 11:30.
You got something good, he's going to bring it to a WNT.
We're all a team here, so
that is true.
You guys poll this, and we will use this. Although tomorrow's a Friday, so we don't. I think it's fascinating because you could make an argument from a MVP standpoint, which is most valuable team person for your team. Jordan Love obviously is an important component to what Green Bay does, but Malik Willis came in and was fantastic. Like, did a fantastic job. That's coaching. That's also roster management. There's a lot of things that go into that. The Miami Dolphins have tailor-made their system for Tua. Ball out of your hands quick. Get it to Tyreek. Get it to Waddle. Green Bay is multifaceted. Their run game, and I would make an argument, we are a running team first with Josh Jacobs. That makes it easier to play quarterback. And then you bring in a Malik where he's able to run and he's got another layer. You tailor-make that. McDaniel down there has not adjusted when he doesn't have Tua. LaFleur did. So
is this a Tua thing or is this a coach thing, right? Because when I'm thinking about what you're saying is that Jordan Love, he's a great quarterback, but the offense doesn't need to be tailored around him because you have a great running back in Josh Jacobs, have a great scheme from Matt LaFleur. And so is it he's not better? It's just Tua's more important based off what Tausch is saying because the offense is strictly built around his great skill set that he has.
I think his skill set is unique, and I don't know if Tyreek Hill is interested in going out and blocking. I don't know. I don't watch enough Miami tape for me to get into it, but I know they are predominantly built on getting the ball to the wideouts, get it to their hands quick, and let them make their plays. Because Tua, where he gets in trouble is if he's holding the pill for a while. He gets the ball out of his hand probably as quick as anybody. And whether or not that has to do with all of his concussions or if that's just because when McDaniel's got, I don't even know who their backup is.
It was Skylar Thompson, and then Tim Boyle was out there again.
Yeah, well, and that adds to it too. But the bottom line is Tua, they asked for Tua to do a lot. I think the Packers asked Jordan Love to do some. They're not asking him to do the same amount of work that Tua does for Miami.
So you're saying that's not necessarily concerning regarding Jordan Love. Maybe it's more praise for LaFleur and Goody.
1,000%. It shouldn't be concerning.
I like Tausch.
It shouldn't be at all concerning.
So that G, baby.
For Jordan, because you want to make the job easier for a quarterback. Brock Purdy, look at his stats when he had Debo and Ayuk and Kittle and Trent Williams. And then look at his stats last year when he didn't.
Yeah, he struggled.
Is that a Brock Purdy thing? Now, the greats of great will elevate. Favre and Rodgers, they figure it out. Jordan Love, he hasn't had to because he's got this crew, and this is how they're winning. Tua, they ask him to do that. Whether or not that's the right way to build a team or not, I think you're seeing more and more teams try to build it the way Green Bay has, where you are multifaceted and you have numerous ways to win. Miami doesn't. Miami is not built to have 5 different ways to win, and that's why they can't win on the road, and that's why they don't win in the cold, because they're built a certain way.
800-990-3776. Jonathan Brust usually disappoints with his calls, but we'll see what he's got for old T today. Welcome into Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, my brother Jonathan.
Hello, gentlemen. How are we?
Why are you talking so quiet? I already hate your vibe.
Listen, you know what? I got a good vibe. Tell us, what time did you go to bed last night? I know you do the morning. What time did you go to bed?
Last night, 11:30.
Okay. Brad, what time did you go to bed?
10.
Okay, Kyle?
Around midnight.
All right. Strophy?
About 11:30.
All right, Ben, what time did you go to bed?
You called me at 9:30.
You were asleep at
No, it was 9:22. 9:22.
I forgot about this.
Wait a minute.
This dingus texts me, if you can call me, please call me right now. If you hear that, if you see a text from your brother, what do?
I'll call
You better
You
get up and
call
him. Yeah.
I call, and I don't even know what did you want?
Well, I called you, and you sounded like I started my phone call to you. Hey, what's going
Okay,
on?
but what did you actually call for?
Jonathan, low energy from Benny.
Oh, geez, it's unbelievable. All right, so you guys all know how Ben has this bathroom problem, right?
He's got
and Ben loves his
sensitive
dude
tummy.
wipes.
It's gotten a lot better, and I use flushable wipes that I put in the garbage that has a top on it. I don't put them down the drain.
Those aren't healthy. Just
unappealing.
Uh-oh, they're not healthy for the bottom?
They're good for the bottom.
No, they're good for they're not good for the plumbing.
Oh, yeah.
No. I'm going to change all of your lives right now, and everyone listening. I'm not going to mention a brand or anything. My wife, for my birthday, got me something that goes underneath the toilet like a bidet. There's multiple brands out there. And I looked at her. I'm like, what are you doing? I don't need this. I'm telling you,
JB.
if you have never used a bidet or any sort of
You're calling in to tell us that you discovered a bidet?
This man was on hold for 25 minutes to tell us to use a bidet. That's what just happened.
I will say this. The first time I used a bidet, I was nervous. I was a little nervous because I'm not used to stuff squirting up in there. But I'm going to tell you, I was in Hawaii. I remember this because my whole family was there. And I used that bidet.
My God.
I swear it was warm. I said, ooh, this is nice. And then my mama used it. She said, ooh, this is nice. My brother, we all said a bidet is nice. We can't afford one. But it is. I get where JB's going. I'm not buying one for the house, but it is nice.
One of my friends does have a bidet, and I went in there, and I didn't know how to use it. And so I'm leaning over, and I'm looking at it. The thing shoots me right in the face.
You deserve that.
You bidet guy, Taushi?
Sounds like I got to try it. If it's Jonathan Brust approved.
I mean, what a way. So that's the worst part is I'm laying down and he's call me.
You're going to bed at 9 o'clock for it.
I gotta get a kid now. T, life has changed.
He calls you to brag about a bidet?
That's what I'm saying.
Was that the call last night, too?
Yes.
This. I see why you ignore his calls.
Yeah.
First
all
he in
the time.
high school, now this.
This is like Boy Who Cried Wolf.
He has resorted to the if you can call me, please call me right now because he knows that if it's not important, like if he doesn't make it
He's like
important, I
Michael
ain't gonna
Scott
answer.
in The Office where he puts 911 on everything, and then you have to have varying degrees of the 911.
Yes, and I need to even higher the 911.
I can't
for my
believe he
brother.
called our great show that we had with Tausch in person, in studio. Fantastic.
I
Tausch, by
legit
the
was
way.
wondering if he had, some waking up and how many hours of sleep you should get. I thought he was going to say that you're not sleeping enough.
No, I'm fine.
Or that you're not getting up and attacking your day. Like, I didn't know where. It sounds like he didn't think you're attacking your day and you're not using a bidet.
It sounds like you don't think I'm attacking my days.
No, I don't know. I don't know what time you get up. Like, I don't know how you do.
Before we go, I liked your question that you started the show with. Who's more into themselves, Jesse Nelson or Alex Strofe?
What do you think, Strophe?
It's not close.
It's Strofe.
It's
But
a
I
lot.
don't know
It's
which
a lot.
way.
It's a lot closer than you think.
Wait. You're more into Jesse's more into himself than you are?
We can agree that of you three, Ben, for sure.
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
They're along for the ride with me.
Yeah.
We're just trying
Of
to
any of the
hold on tight.
Of any of the hosts, you think Benny is definitely is Benny the most into himself of any everyday host on our air?
It's between him and Jesse.
I don't know. I don't know enough about.
Okay, I could go on for days about this, but I don't want people getting called to people's office because I call them out. We got some softies on the air.
Homer's into himself, but Homer's Homer, right? I know Jason loves him some Jason Wilde as well.
Tausch, where do you fall on this?
As far as what?
Loving yourself.
He ain't
Loving
saying
you.
crap in
I
this
love
segment.
myself.
He's a
I'm
pop
happy to hear that.
star.
You should love yourself.
You should love yourself to
I love Kyle
varying
Wallace,
degree.
too.
Yeah, I don't know why you can't do
Maybe
this.
too much self-love is a problem. Is that the problem?
Oh boy.
I don't know.
Good deflection by Strofe to get this off of him.
Yeah, that's a pro move.
Much respect there, buddy.
good.
All right, Tausch. Anything you got for us before we let you
good,
go?
man. This was fun.
Tausch, I got something
Thanksgiving.
for you.
You empty the tank. Reservoir's
Real
done
quick,
for a
real
little
quick,
bit.
though.
We'll
Tausch,
catch
I
you
got
guys in
something for you.
January.
Tausch, real quick.
Yes, sir.
Green bean casserole, yes or no?
I used to really like it. It's fallen way on my power
Why?
rankings. I don't know. I just don't like it as much.
It's basic.
Mac and cheese at Thanksgiving.
I do love mac and cheese.
No, boy, that's what I love.
I do.
Tausch, you need to have some ham for Thanksgiving this week.
Really?
Yeah, honey ham.
So we did it to
legs.
America's Thanksgiving yesterday, just to be completely
It was
honest.
fascinating.
We learned a lot.
Dressing, you ever greens before?
I love collard greens.
Yeah, I call them greens.
With
You
the
call
neck
collard, but
bones?
It's all the same.
Well, there's what is it? Chitlin? What is the?
You know about Chitlin. You know about Chitlin. I don't eat
These two don't know what.
I don't even know what that is. You don't know what it is either.
Yes, it is.
He knew.
Yes, I know.
He knew. I don't
So
eat it.
I would say that, and that's where I think the green bean casserole started dipping probably since. But
When you got exposed to more culture.
yeah, redheaded dumplings, which is something
Ooh, I
my
don't know what that
grandparents
is.
made, and then my mom's stuffing. She doesn't make it anymore now, but my mom's stuffing with like meat in it is
That sounds good.
That sounds fantastic. But we're going to do our Thanksgiving on Saturday with just some scheduling things. So Thursday, I'm thinking about what do you do if you want to do something completely unique? Just going to be like our crew and my mother-in-law. It's going to be the 5 of us on Thanksgiving, and then we're having people over for the Saturday. That's where we're going to do the turkey and the big deal.
What about hibachi?
Ooh. Do you have a flat
go
top?
out, though.
Do you have a flat top?
What do they call it? Like a Blackstone?
Yeah,
Is that-
I got a small one. It's not going to work.
And hibachi's all about
it's going to be
them
freezing out.
doing it for you. It's part of the show.
So what I'm thinking about doing is different soups.
Interesting. You know, I had some soup. Ben, you had some soup as
chili
well.
would be a powerful addition.
I could make a big pot of chili. I made it for 16 ladies
You're
at
not
a
a
book
new-
club.
A what?
16 ladies came over for a book club, and next thing I knew, I was making 3 pounds of chili.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Better have a couple bidets. You're eating all that chili now.
Yeah. That's
You know what I mean.
I know exactly what
I know
you mean.
you do.
Soup is a lot, though, to cook.
Well, no, you put it in a crock pot. Let it.
No, I mean like all the ingredients and putting it all
Yeah,
together.
that's true.
I don't
For
cook
not
when
a
I
lot
watch
of
people.
substance.
Yeah.
That's true.
You know who's Thanksgiving I'd love to get invited to?
Gina Dallas.
Gina Dallas. I mean, she's the best at everything. Did you know I'm getting the whole first floor done at my house?
You should.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. I had
Gotta get the
Gino.
sliding doors. Got to do a sliding indoor-outdoor.
We got a new door for the front,
la, la, la.
and then I'm getting the roll screen.
Love it.
Getting the roll screen.
Love it.
She's the best because you know why? We went to Pella Windows Doors of Wisconsin. We played around with all the stuff. She goes, Brad, I love Brad. He takes notes. And Ben, he's just rolling around and running around. And then I was like,
Ben trying every single window and door. Meanwhile, I got my
did.
notepad
He's a
out,
child.
and I'm writing down all the details.
You're the dad. He's the
specifications.
child.
Joe Franco came over. We talked about where I'm at, like the fact that I'm in a starter home and the windows have been in. It's an old home in the North Shore since like 1940. Same windows from the beginning.
That's the beautiful part about what Gina does.
No
And the
matter
team over at
where
Pella
your home
Windows and
is in
Doors.
its life like span, it could be brand new or 10 years old. It could be 50 years old. Match wood, match whatever you want. She's got it. That's what Pella does. PellaWI.com. Tell them that, as Gina would say,
KB la la la
sent you. Old T, we appreciate it.
See you, fellas.
Kyle Brust and Nortman continues next.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman
I'm sorry that I don't want to touch Ben's Peter.
on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Keep the elements out of your home with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
We had howling wind coming through. The rooms were freezing. We were very apprehensive about changing them because we were worried about losing the charm of the home. We went with Pella because we knew that they had an amazing reputation. We knew that they were going to have the windows that would look like they've been there forever, but with all the functionality that a window should have.
Order from Pella today and get no interest and no payments for 12 months. Visit PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. Ends 11/30/2024.
Whether you're about to graduate high school or have been in the workforce for years, it's time to take control of your future. Welcome to Lakeland University, where you call the shots. We use our flexible learning formats to customize your degree path. In-person, online, and virtual classes are all available. Lakeland University is designed around you, your goals, your schedule, your future. You can even earn up to 25% of your degree via paid work experiences. Ready to take control of your future? Let us customize an education to fit your needs. Visit lakeland.edu/ESPN to learn more.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank, your hometown bank. Tri-City National Bank offers a full suite of personal and business banking products at 28 convenient locations. Open your account today at the community bank that was voted Milwaukee's best bank. Learn more at tcnb.com.
The 49ers turned the ball over 3 times on Sunday, including an interception for Xavier McKinney, and 3
3 Josh Jacobs touchdowns led the way for the Packers offense as they get a 38-10 win in Green Bay. Here's Matt LaFleur on the 2 newcomers' impact.
Until you get a guy in the building and get to interact with them on a daily basis, you don't really know, but it's been as advertised. Those guys have been instrumental in our ability to win games.
8-3 Packers are back at it on Thursday night for a Thanksgiving game against the Miami Dolphins in Green Bay.
This has been your Green and Gold Fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank.
Concerned about fraud? Tri-City's got your back. Use debit card alerts. Help stop a card hack. You'll get notified when your card's being used so you can prevent your account from abuse. Tri-City National Bank, member FDIC.
Hello, I'm Dan Fields. If you're looking for a truly unique luxury SUV, look no further than the new Range Rover Sport at Land Rover Waukesha.
The new Range Rover Sport SUV provides power, performance, sporting luxury, and all the latest technology and connectivity you want, plus the most luxurious ride.
And now is a great time to get an offer like this.
Get 3.9% special APR financing for up to 48 months on a new 2024 Range Rover Sport at Land Rover Waukesha. Go to LandRoverWaukesha.com.
It's time for the Marquette Minute on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Wintrust. Get your Golden Eagles essentials by opening Marquette checking from Wintrust today.
It was a career game for David Joplin in the Bahamas on Saturday.
Fans left, now in the corner.
Great
Joplin,
look.
open 3.
Holla at your boy.
For the 4th time. You getting tired of saying it?
No, sir.
29 points for Jop in an 80-69 win for Marquette over Georgia in a neutral site game. Marquette's 6th straight win to start the season. Here's head coach Shaka Smart.
You know, I've probably been the hardest on him of anyone on our team. You know, I just, as you guys have heard me say, I feel like there's more meat on the bone for him. And I thought, you know, he played extremely hard. He kept fighting, battling, had some big rebounds, and obviously the timely shots.
The Golden Eagles are back in action on Wednesday night as they host Stonehill at Fiserv Forum.
This has been the Marquette Minute on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Wintrust, Wisconsin's bank, and the official bank of Marquette University.
Do you worry about how much someone drinks?
Do you feel neglected or unloved? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you are not alone.
Al-Anon and Alateen can help. Call 1-866-200-0223 or visit alanon.org/help.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
You steady chasing that big car, just live your life.
It's the holiday season, and you can give yourself the gift of downloading the Underdog Fantasy Sports app today, and the gift of playing Underdog Fantasy's Pick'em game, and the gift of winning up to 1,000 times your money. Yes, up to 1,000 times your money simply by selecting higher or lower on player stats on the Underdog Fantasy Sports app. So whether it's passing yards, touchdowns, three-pointers, assists, higher or lower on all those stats for football and basketball, you can mix and match sports, but you can win up to 1,000 times your money. Yes, real money by turning your sports opinion into real money. So what I want you to do right now is go to UnderdogFantasy.com or download the Underdog Fantasy Sports app in the Apple Store or the Android Store and use promo code KBN. That's promo code KBN when you sign up, because when you deposit using promo code KBN, you can get up to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly. Yes, up to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly when you use promo code KBN on the Underdog Fantasy Sports app. Remember, must be 18 plus and present in the state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Big shout out to Old T. Mark Tauscher joining us in studio today. If you missed any of that, go to WisconsinOnDemand.com. You can catch us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. If you want to get into the show right now, happy birthday, Chef Ed. 800-990-3776.
Chef Ed, happy birthday.
Noah in Miami. You are up.
What's going on, guys?
What's happening,
Hey, Noah.
First of all, I wanted to wish you guys a happy Thanksgiving, first of all.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you, sir.
Green bean casserole or collard greens?
He's from Miami. Come on now. He got a better palate than that, right?
Yeah. I mean, I do like a honey roasted ham on a good Thanksgiving night.
What do you got for us?
Good one. I just want to talk about how the Dolphins are going to fare up against the Packers this weekend. Although I live in Miami, I'm a big Packers fan. And obviously, the Dolphins are playing some of their best ball they have of the year. Just want to know how you guys think the Packers are going to stand up to them, how they're going to take away Waddle and Hill, as well as the running game, because Tagovailoa is playing some of his best ball at the moment.
How old are you, Noah?
I'm 14 years old.
My boy.
Oh, wow.
And he already know about ham.
Are you in school?
No. We got the entire week off.
Of course the kids got the entire week off. Noah, we appreciate the call and appreciate the...
Mr. 305 Noah.
305 Noah.
Good questions from
Good
Noah.
question. I mean, how they're going to handle the Dolphins who've won 3 straight. To be honest, they don't run the ball as effectively as they used to. When they were running the ball with Raheem Mostert downhill, that was a scary Dolphins team. I think they're too one-dimensional. Their schedule, they haven't really beat anyone that great the last 3 weeks. They're playing better football. Like the Patriots, who they blew out, are the Patriots. They suck.
They played the Bills pretty close.
Great.
The Bills are good.
I know. Playing close.
Last-second field goal, I believe, is how the Bills won.
But my point is, their offense, they're too one-dimensional. The Packers can take the ball away from Tua. Like, I don't see a scenario here with how one-dimensional they are that you don't just drop back and make Tua have to throw a million times. Like I actually think it's an advantage for the Packers if they're having Tua throw the ball all game long. You're not going to win one-dimensional football in Lambeau on the road in November.
Well, it's not going to be great to be in the 20s and trying to do a fast-paced, speed-oriented offense. And on the surface, I get a little concerned thinking about a Packers secondary without Jair Alexander trying to cover Hill and Waddle and all those guys. But then I think also that they can lure him into doing exactly what the Packers do best, and that's turning the ball over. Xavier McKinney, Evan Williams, you got these guys back there that can make plays. And if the Packers can get 1 or 2 interceptions, which Tua hasn't thrown many of, he's only thrown 4 all year, so he protects the ball pretty well. You get those, I have a high level of confidence the Packers are going to win. But their offense is still pretty high octane.
And I hope Noah listened to what Mark Tauscher had to say, because this is despite the fact that I do think the Dolphins aren't as good as they've been in the past, they're playing better football at the right time. And that's a scary proposition no matter what week in the NFL.
I honestly think we can talk about football and others, but honestly, I got to see this football team be able to win in real cold weather like this. And so, seeing the way that they played last week and that they're playing better and Tua's finally shaking off the concussions, I'm glad that he's back healthy. But can they literally come back and can they play in a cold weather game, right? Well, we talked about the Green Bay Packers looking to kind of beat some demons last week with the 49ers. The last time we saw them play in a freezing cold game where we're talking about 20 degrees or less with the wind chill, they got murdered. I shouldn't say murdered. They got slaughtered. They got destroyed against the Kansas City Chiefs. You can say murdered.
No, I know you can. I just,
it's a little gruesome.
Yeah, it's a bit strong.
It was a little aggressive.
I mean,
it's a physical game.
I think people lost limbs in that game. Or I shouldn't say phalanges.
What I did realize,
what's the difference between a phalange and a limb?
I think
phalanges are just the fingers.
Yeah, a limb is the entire
foot.
branch.
That would be the
His
leg.
arm is gone.
No, people for real lost toes.
All right. Thank you, Kyle. Brad, I now have come to the realization as to why, when I went into our pre-Kyle Brust and Nortman show sheet, that it was lighter from the Brad Nortman Idea Factory.
Can I give you a hint why?
You're off tomorrow, and you already started drinking carbless last night, so you're a little hungover.
I did. I hand in the air. I was already drinking carbless. That's because this holiday week, it's going to be characterized by carbless. If your Thanksgiving is not characterized and associated with carbless, I'm not going to lie, you're doing it wrong. You are doing it wrong. Whatever family get-together, friend get-together you're going to, you better be toting some carbless with you. Or if you're like me, guys, I'm going to 5 Thanksgivings. Cool. I'm bringing carbless to each one of them. One of them I'm hosting, the Nortman fridge full of carbless. And everybody that tastes it, they're going to see why. Classic Cocktails knocks it out of the park, whether it be the margarita, the Paloma, the Moscow Mule. That just feels like the holidays written all over it. Or the fruit flavors like black raspberry or lemon lime. Cranberry sounds like Thanksgiving, doesn't it? And boy, oh boy, you're already eating enough turkey and stuffing and green bean casserole and mac and cheese, right, Kyle? That you might as well have a guilt-free.
You ain't having no mac and cheese.
Yeah, probably not, because I want mine to be guilt-free, and that's exactly what Carbless does. It's carb-free, gluten-free, sugar-free. That means gluten-free. That means guilt-free. 100 calories per can, meaning that I can have my guilt-free experience with Carbless. Discover why less is more this holiday season with a little carbless.
Strofe, how would you tell the audience what's coming next?
Just a recap, a setup of where we have come from and now where we are entering in just a few minutes.
Specifically for Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust next.
Ooh.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
What's going on? Come on.
It's getting tough. It's getting slow.
Ben, don't be pathetic. Your father's with your baby. They're listening. You gotta be better.
But I'm giving it my all.
I don't know what you're at either.
Stop humping the ground.
Yeah.
Get up.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. What happens when you mix a 3-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year with a Packers Hall of Famer?
I'm not going to get into the Kringle turnover game, so that's what it needs to be. I think his legs. Yeah.
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Like the pastry Are you guys being turnovers. serious? You guys can't put two. I got it. I could not get it.
They don't call themselves Racine Danish turnovers.
Sorry. Sometimes I wonder about you two, man.
Catch him from 9 to noon right here on 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Get ready for the moment we've all been waiting for. It's the 300K season finale giveaway at Potawatomi. Friday, December 20th, watch your entries from Bird Bash, Cash Clash, and Winter Stash. All pile into one massive drawing for a chance at up to $50,000 cash. Be there to win your share. December 20th, only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Learn more at paysbig.com/finale. Must be 21 years old to play.
Cousins Subs is spicing things up this fall with a new sub and a delicious shake. The Chipotle Cheesesteak Sub with either grilled-to-order chicken or steak features pepper jack cheese, sautéed green peppers and onions, jalapenos, and Chipotle ranch dressing. And that's not all. Pair your Chipotle cheesesteak with a new pumpkin pie shake and your taste buds will fall in love. Order in-store, online, or via the mobile app. Cousins Subs. We believe in better.
Panic strikes as you realize on Wednesday that Thursday is your anniversary. The reservations being secured.
We'll see you at 8.
The gift being purchased. Yeah, you've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with early pay up to 2 days early on direct deposits. So even though they call you Last Minute Lisa, we'll make your last minute scrambling a bit easier. You've got this with early pay from Associated Bank. See AssociatedBank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
Capco's Kids to Kids Toy Drive is bringing us all together again to collect toys for children and families in need.
Join Capco and WTMJ for a celebration of giving on December 7th at the Kazmarek Center in Grafton.
This is more than just a toy drive. It's about kids helping kids. We are learning the importance of giving and how that impacts other kids and families all over Wisconsin.
Experience the joy of giving on December 7th.
And don't forget to bring toys.
Help us make a difference this Christmas. Visit KidsToKidsToyDrive.com.
Ewald Automotive Group's Black Friday sales event is back. Now through November 30th. Get up to $10,000 in rebates, plus up to 10% off or 0% financing. All with Ewald's exclusive 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Our biggest savings, lowest rates, maximum trade values, and huge selection. Now through month end at every Ewald location.
Go to EwaldAuto.com.
On select models with approved credit, all rebates and incentives to dealer. See dealer for details. Expires month end.
Hey ESPN Milwaukee fans, Gary Austin here from our friends at Best Electric Service. An A-plus Better Business Bureau family owned and operated who have been serving you for over 50 years. No job is too big or too small, whether it's making panel upgrades to your home, new LED in lighting, electric vehicle charging, and all residential service calls. Best Electric provides quality service at fair prices. They are experienced and licensed electrical contractors ready to get to work. Connect with the Best Electric Service. Find out more at bestelect.com.
This is Kevin Van Rossum, president of 3 Tree Marketing. Send gifts to appreciate anyone, anywhere, anytime with a gift of your choice by using our gifting solutions technology. Our team handles it all, from concepting, site creation, as well as production of branded products. Elevate your brand's connection to its consumers by creating the ultimate gifting experience with us. Make the art of gifting effortless for yourself. At 3 Tree Marketing, we chase partners, not orders. Visit 3treemarketing.com to see what we can do for you.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
since November 11th, 2023. That was the beginning of
November.
September 11th, 2023. The beginning of Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. We've brought Alex Strofe along for the ride now. And you, KBN Nation, have helped get the record of Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust to 24, 24, and 7. And at no point...
You haven't won since October 30th, for the record.
But at no point...
Wow, that's a drought.
But at no point have I ever been under 500. So before we get caller number 20, take a listen how we got here.
Previously on Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? 3 weeks ago.
Who was the first vice president to assume the presidency due to death?
John Adams?
I lost? Yes, smoked.
2 weeks ago.
Was the musician Mozart's first name?
Well, I thought he was a painter 4 years ago, so not good.
No.
That's a 3 spot.
Yikes.
Last week.
Ben's record, 24, 24, and 6. Which country has the most natural lakes in the world?
Wisconsin? Minnesota.
Did he win?
No,
he didn't.
He tied.
It was a tie.
They got the same.
They both in a 2 spot.
Yeah.
24, 24, and 7. Is today the day that the witch is dead again?
I'm nervous.
800-990-3776. Caller 20. 800-990-3776. We got to go dig a little deep with the fans. Dig deep.
I really want the Mr. 305 Noah to call back so you can lose to a
14-year-old.
Somebody who's freshly in school.
Powerful way to lose.
Caller 20, 800-990-3776. It's Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? Will I go under 500 for the first time ever in the history of the show? Next.
Hello, I'm Dan Fields. If you're looking for a truly unique luxury SUV, look no further than the new Range Rover Sport at Land Rover Waukesha.
The new Range Rover Sport SUV provides power, performance, sporting luxury, and all the latest technology and connectivity you want, plus the most luxurious ride.
And now is a great time to get an offer like this.
Get 3.9% special APR financing for up to 48 months on a new 2024 Range Rover Sport at Land Rover Waukesha. Go to LandRoverWaukesha.com.
Make plans to spend Thanksgiving night with 81,000 of your closest green and gold friends. Good tickets to Thursday's game are available, and the Ticket King can get you there. Ticket King is your local and most trusted source to buy Green Bay tickets. Get your seats by visiting theticketking.com or call 414-273-6007. Theticketking.com is your one-stop shop to get you to Thursday's game against Miami. Theticketking.com. And make sure you follow Ticket King on Facebook and Instagram.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Thanksgiving is almost here. What are you bringing to the table? Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor. Pairing the right wine with your Thanksgiving dinner can turn your meal into a celebration. But you don't have to be an expert to find the right wine. That's what our knowledgeable staff is here for. With over 8,000 varieties of wine, Discount Liquor can help you choose between a light, fruity Pinot Grigio, a big, luscious Cabernet, or anything in between, all at the lowest prices in town. Visit us today at 51st in Oklahoma and Milwaukee, and on Barstow and Main in downtown Waukesha. Voted best liquor store again!
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Check out all of our weekly specials at discountliquorinc.com. And from our family to yours, have a happy and safe Thanksgiving.
Discount liquor.
You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee, a Good Karma Brands radio station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
How you like me now? How you like me now? How you like me now?
Oh, it is that time of the week. This is when Bradford comes out. Bradford Nortman comes out for Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust, presented by Lakeland University. I'll tell you what, this is how you know that there is juice from KBN Nation. I'm hosting ESPN Wisconsin College Game Day in Sun Prairie before the Badger game, before they played Nebraska. And we had a fan of the show. We had from KBN Nation, James from Sun Prairie. He said, Brad, love Ben, love Kyle, love Strofe, love you. And I love Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? I play every week. So just like you, KBN Nation, we are here to defeat Ben Brust. He is 24, 24, and 7 since the inception of KBN. Never has he been under 500. And assuming the challenge today to bring Ben under 500 is Mick from Oregon by way of Australia. Good day, mate. Mick, how we feeling today?
G'day, mate. I'm good. How are we, gentlemen?
Oh, we're doing good.
Doing great, man.
We're going to need...
Good, there you go.
We're going to need that worldly wisdom from Mick to bring down down Ben today. So, Strophe, let's go ahead and let it rip.
For those of you who say Ben Brust is an idiot, here's your chance to be proven right. It's time to play Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust?
It is Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust, presented by Lakeland University. And Mick, here's how we play. 15 questions in 90 seconds to get as many answers correct as you can. You're allowed to say pass, and we'll come back to it if you get through the rest. If you beat Ben Brust and bring him under 500 for the first time in KBN history, you will win a $25 gift card. And to our friend from down under, Mick, any questions?
Nope.
All right, let's go ahead and get started.
Ready to go.
Let's get it started in 3, 2, 1. What is the name given to a polygon with 10 sides equal in length?
Tetrahedron.
How many colors are in the rainbow?
7.
In music notation, what symbol gives the pitch and rhythm of notes?
Pitch and rhythm of notes. What symbol? Pass.
Who wrote the novel 1984?
Oh, pass.
Nearly 3/4 of this U.S. state's population lives in Clark County. Which state am I talking about?
New York.
What is the term for a word or phrase that reads the same backwards and forwards?
Palindrome.
Which planet has the most moons?
Jupiter.
Which company claims to have created green bean casserole?
No idea. Pass.
Which musical instrument is nicknamed the Ivories?
Piano.
What is the adult male turkey called?
Tom.
Which NFL team is the only one to never play on Thanksgiving?
Oh my gosh. Pass.
What NFL team has played the most on Thanksgiving?
Detroit.
What is the safe internal temperature when cooking a turkey in Fahrenheit?
Safe internal temperature for cooking turkey.
In Fahrenheit.
Poultry in Fahrenheit, yeah. Let's say 155.
Okay.
Oh, so close.
So close. All right, Mick.
Pretty darn good.
Yeah, what did we get?
It's a 6 spot.
Oh, 6. Those are tough.
It
now,
was tough.
I will note this. In the pre-show meeting, executive producer of Analysis, Tony Cartagena, took the sheet, and he said to me, what did he say?
He said,
Ben's
Ben's
good
going
for
to get
what?
6.
He's not getting 6.
Not.
He's going to be thrown off with some of these questions because you got to really think.
Yeah.
You got to really think.
It's a very respectable score from Mick. Very respectable.
He's going down today.
Yes.
He brought that thunder from down under.
The thunder from down under. Oh, Ben Brust.
What the hell was that? He's just grinning.
Yeah, I feel bad for you, Ben.
Yeah.
I hate that your holiday weekend's going to get ruined.
You've got you're competing against Mick from Oregon, originally from Australia. So we got worldly worldly knowledge.
How does he end up in Oregon?
The thunder from down under.
Yeah, he says he's going to tap that ass, mate.
I need a pen from somebody. I gave mine to Strofe.
I got to use mine.
Thanks.
For the
I don't really use it. It's just like part of my thing.
All right, Ben.
Your thing, huh?
Yeah.
Your thing that is equal 24 losses and 7 ties.
Is it like
Your
a
thing.
security blanket?
Yeah. Yeah.
You should try a new one.
It's like my binky.
So what are you going
I
to blame on this
understand that.
loss today?
Why don't you shut the hell up?
No, I'm being very serious about it. I care about your mental health, and I know that going into the holidays is probably not the best way with an L.
All right.
Okay, well, here's how we play Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? 15 questions in 90 seconds. Get as many answers correct as you can. You're allowed to say pass. We'll come back to it if you get through the rest. If Mick from Oregon, originally from Australia, beats you, he's going to win a $25 gift card. Wait till you hear his accent, too. It's awesome. It is awesome.
I'll get to him later.
Okay, any questions, Ben?
No.
All right, let's get started in 3, 2, 1. What is the name given to a polygon with 10 sides equal in length?
Pass.
How many colors are in the rainbow?
7.
In music notation, what symbol indicates the pitch and rhythm of notes?
Pass.
Who wrote the novel 1984?
Pass.
A lot of passes.
Nearly 3/4 of this U.S. state's population lives in Clark County. What state am I talking about?
California?
What is the term for a word or phrase that reads the same forwards and backwards?
Palindrome.
Which planet has the most moons?
Jupiter.
Which company claims to have created green bean casserole?
Kraft.
Which musical instrument is nicknamed the Ivories?
Saxophone?
What is the name of an adult turkey?
Pass.
Which NFL team is the only team to have never played on Thanksgiving?
The Jaguars.
Which NFL team has played the most on Thanksgiving?
The Lions.
What is the safe internal temperature when cooking a turkey in Fahrenheit?
165.
Which gas do plants absorb during photosynthesis?
Gas?
Which gas do plants absorb during photosynthesis?
Carbon dioxide.
Which U.S. president purchased the Louisiana Territory?
No idea.
Oh no! You probably.
Was it a 6 spot?
That's a 7.
No!
I thought you were gonna lose this one. Wow.
Ben got the final 4 right. Not the last one. The final 4.
Strope is defeated.
I can't believe
4
he was
in a row.
He got
carbon dioxide. How did he pull that?
I don't know.
Well, the internal temperature, cooking turkey.
He got that right.
He got that right? Unbelievable.
My thing, poultry's 165. Turkey's poultry, guys. I'm not an idiot.
I was nervous about that one.
Literally, I was about to laugh.
I do the cooking in the house, and I bake a lot.
You were getting demolished up until the final 30 seconds. Unbelievable.
Suck it, all 3 of you.
Yeah, I was wrong. I'm.
You guys, I came back in. You were like, ha ha ha.
You got the Jags one right too, huh?
Yeah, you got the Jags right.
Yeah.
Go through the answers, Brad. This will be fun. Kyle's chirping me in the middle of the Are You Smart? He's passing a lot.
Yeah, I mean, the ones you gave an answer to, you damn near got right.
All right, Ben is now 25.
Hey, let's bring in Mick in Oregon. What up, mate? How you like them apples?
G'day, mate. Not too bad. Crocky, you got me by 1, though.
Gosh, I love him.
His accent's unbelievable.
What are you doing in Oregon, Wisconsin?
Well, you wouldn't believe it, but I met a girl from Wisconsin in Hawaii and followed her back here. And
why?
Here we are 14 years later.
Hey, them Wisconsin
yeah.
girls will get you. They'll get you, them Wisconsin girls. I'm telling you, got me.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. Mama's daughter. You got me.
We appreciate you calling in to Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust?
Yeah,
you have a great day.
Nick,
thanks. Thanks, and have a great Thanksgiving. Thanks, guys.
I can't even be mean to the guy. He's so nice.
Just be mean to us.
I was going to be like, take the L, Mick, and start chirping him. But
just give it to L. Your brother said, ding dong, Strofe is dead. I think that is pretty accurate.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty accurate.
Ding dong, the Strofe is dead. The Strofe is dead. The Strofe is dead.
All right, let's go through the answers
Ding
painfully.
dong, the wicked Strofe is dead. This witch is Strofe today.
What a way to start the holiday for you, Benny.
Unreal.
Thank you to all the Benny believers out there who never gave up in me. I'm still above 500. Joe and the Boonies calls it FDU over Purdue, UMBC over Virginia, USA over the Soviets. I did it for you, Joe and the Boonies.
That was an upset. I would have put the odds for Ben to win at plus 500 after Mick went. I did not think he was going to get 6. Let's figure, or 7. Let's go see which ones he got right. All right. What is the name given to a polygon with 10 sides equal in length? A decagon. A decagon. How many colors are in the rainbow? You guys got this one right. 7. In music notation, what symbol indicates the pitch and rhythm of notes? A clef. Clef.
Never would have got that.
Who wrote the novel 1984? You both passed on this one, but I think you guys are going to kick yourselves. Any guesses?
Margaret Thatcher.
Is John somebody?
George Orwell.
Oh, no.
Never heard of George Orwell.
I think
It's a pretty famous novel.
The guy who wrote Hatchet.
Who did write Hatchet?
Get to the script.
Okay. Nearly 3/4 of this state's population lives in Clark County. Which state am I referring to?
It's in Nevada?
It's Nevada. It's Las Vegas. It's Clark County.
Duh.
What is the term for a word or phrase that reads the same backwards and forwards? Palindrome. Very good. Very good on that one.
I mean, it's the 7th time it's been on Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? I finally got it.
That one has been
That killed
cemented.
you. Put it on there. It kills you. Even though
I thought he got it right.
mate got it right.
Which planet has the most moons?
You say mate got it right?
Yeah,
mate.
Our mate Mick. Which planet has the most moons? Jupiter. Was that a guess?
Absolute guess.
Wow. Which company claims to have created a green bean casserole? Kraft was a good guess. Campbell's soup.
So that's what we have to not thank for that.
Yeah. Strofe is sure thankful to Campbell's. What musical instrument?
Strofe is mute right now.
Yeah,
I can
he's
tell that much.
stewing.
He's hurt.
He is absolutely stewing back there. Which musical instrument is nicknamed the Ivories? That's a piano for the
Not a
Ivory
saxophone?
Keys. Not a
Not
saxophone.
a gold saxophone.
No, that should be like
You
deductible.
can't mock me. I won,
I hate
baby.
to say it, saxophone's not a horrible guess.
I wouldn't.
Well, yeah, go
I mean,
ahead.
I would have gotten it right. But.
Yeah.
Cool.
An adult turkey is called what? A tom or a gobbler? Is
I did
also
not know that.
accepted.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense. Is that why at one of the local, not local, but a sandwich shop, the Turkey Tom? Isn't that one of them?
Yeah, first off, not local.
That's why I said not local.
I didn't realize that's why they call it a turkey tom.
Here we are.
Am I eating a male turkey? Is that what that means?
I believe also on one of the broadcasts, their award is called the Galloping Gobbler. Gobbler, turkey.
What do you call a female turkey? Are those hens?
That's worth a... No, that's a chicken.
Chicken.
Yep. I don't know. That's worth a suit.
All right, can you get back to your script?
Regrettably, the only team that's never played on Thanksgiving is the Jacksonville Jaguars. Which team has played the most on Thanksgiving? That is the Detroit Lions. This is where Ben just cooked. Saved himself. So we have an
Sports guy,
answer?
baby.
What is it? Is it called the hen?
It is called a hen.
Wow.
I pulled that out my behind.
The safe internal temperature when cooking a turkey in Fahrenheit is 165. 155 was Mick's guess. So close. And what gas do plants
That's not his
absorb?
fault. They do what do they do? The what system?
Oh, they're on Celsius.
Yeah, they're Celsius.
Yeah,
I don't know.
the metric system.
Oh, metric.
Yeah, metric.
Does the metric system have anything to do with degrees?
I thought it was metric was measurements. I didn't think
Is
metric
Celsius
was
part of metric?
You're asking the wrong one. I'm an American
Celsius
boy.
Part
I know
of
that,
the
like,
metric
milliliters.
system.
Yeah.
Yes, Celsius is considered part of the metric system.
So is Fahrenheit considered our system? What do you
Yeah,
even call
I think
that?
I think we're the only country to use Fahrenheit.
America.
And finally, which gas do plants absorb during photosynthesis? Carbon dioxide. The one that gave Ben the victory.
You forgot the last one. Louisiana Purchase.
Oh, we did get to that one. Which U.S. president purchased the Louisiana Territory? Thomas Jefferson. Man, I thought we were going to be walking into Thanksgiving thankful for a losing record for Ben Brust.
The same here.
Not this time.
Guess what I'm celebrating tonight with?
I have no idea.
Palermo's
Ooh,
Pizza.
that's a good win.
Yeah, it is a good win. When you win and you go home and you don't have to cook, you don't have to clean, you got Screamin' Sicilian Pizza there for you. I love the Screamin' Sicilian. It's the premium craft style. They have the tavern style. The OG Screamin' is the 2.5 feet of stuffed crust, the thin and crispy. Tons of toppings with whole milk mozzarella cheese. The pizzas are amazing. Just check them out. I'm telling you. Brad, the pinza.
Unbelievable.
The urban pie pinza. Holy cow.
Crust from Italy. It's one of those things where it's like
too good to be true.
This is out of an Italian restaurant fact.
And it's
not.
Find Palermo's in your local grocer's freezer and look for the urban pie, part of the family in the pinza brand. Oh my gosh, so good. Oh, baby, I'm feeling good, as Homer would say. A lot to get to. Till 5 o'clock, Kyle, Brust, and Nortman with a mopey Strofe next.
ain't even do his job right.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Let them know the dread-headed brother loves the Green Bay Packers. When you see me, Goody, let me in the box.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
We got northbound 41 at North Avenue. The right lane is blocked with a broken down vehicle. And then we've also got a crash at the end of the on-ramp from 43 southbound to westbound 94. So watch out for that. It's going to be a little bit slow on westbound 94, continuing past that all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. So heads up with that. Southbound 41 also backing up from Appleton Avenue all the way down past Capitol Drive. And then northbound 41, another accident that just popped up. This is on the ramp from Highway 145 to northbound, so watch out for those delays as well. Traffic is brought to you by the Bartolotta Restaurants, providing memorable experiences for nearly 30 years. Get the perfect holiday gift this season, a Bartolotta's gift card. Purchase yours at bartolottas.com. And checking the TMJ for Storm King forecast. Tonight, increasing clouds, a low of 28. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, a slight chance for a mix at night, a high of 40. Weather is brought to you by the Corners of Brookfield. Help the big guy out this holiday season. Drop off your little one's letters in a special North Pole mailbox in the Market Square through December 22nd. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga, 94.5 ESPN.
I feel so stuck.
The Veterans Crisis Line is here for you. Dial 988, then press 1 to call.
Whether you're about to graduate high school or have been in the workforce for years, it's time to take control of your future. Welcome to Lakeland University, where you call the shots. We use our flexible learning formats to customize your degree path. In-person, online, and virtual classes are all available. Lakeland University is designed around you, your goals, your schedule, your future. You can even earn up to 25% of your degree via paid work experiences. Ready to take control of your future? Let us customize an education to fit your needs. Visit lakeland.edu/ESPN to learn more.
Seriously injured? Make one call. That's all.
Ready for the best Black Friday prices guaranteed? You'll find them at Fleet Farm. Doors open Friday at 5 a.m. with a free plush penguin for the first 500. Then enjoy great deals like a Blackstone griddle with free cover and accessories for just $199.99. A Milwaukee Pack-Out Toolbox System with free organizer is only $229.97. Plus, take 30% off all in-store footwear. And if you can't wait, early Black Friday shopping starts Wednesday at 8 p.m. Online only. Only at Fleet Farm.
Football season. Best time of the year and my favorite time of the year. This is ESPN Wisconsin's Brad Nortman. On game days, my favorite teammate is a cold carbless in my hand. Premium cocktails in a can made right here in the great state of Wisconsin. Maybe it's when I'm at the tailgate ahead of kickoff or getting ready at home for the game. Carbless is there. Zero sugar, zero carbs, and gluten-free. Carbless features classic cocktails like margarita, Paloma, and even Moscow Mule, and vodka cocktail flavors like cranberry, lemon, and peach. Find it on your next grocery trip. Carbless. Less is more.
Give the gift of a special night out from the Bartolotta Restaurants. Purchase a gift card at bartolottas.com and get a $20 holiday bonus for every $100 you spend. Happy holidays from all of us at the Bartolotta Restaurants, and thank you, Milwaukee.
Ewald Automotive Group's Black Friday sales event is back. Now through November 30th. Get up to $10,000 in rebates, plus up to 10% off, or 0% financing. All with Ewald's exclusive 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Our biggest savings, lowest rates, maximum trade values, and huge selection. Now through month end at every Ewald location.
Go to EwaldAuto.com.
On select models with approved credit, all rebates and incentives to dealer. See dealer for details. Expires month end.
I feel so stuck.
The Veterans Crisis Line is here for you. Dial 988, then press 1 to call.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Cause you had a bad day, you're taking one down.
Oh my God, you guys are so dramatic. I wouldn't argue smarter than Ben Brust last segment, and Stroph's acting like his dog died. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Alex Strofe running the show.
I ain't mad at it. Happy Thanksgiving, Ben.
Thank you, Kyle.
I'm glad you stepped up to the plate and you have a happy Thanksgiving you can celebrate.
I was so proud of myself, too. I ain't going to lie.
It was a losing streak that was bound to get broken at some point. Hadn't won in a month.
Yeah, and
something to be thankful for.
And all those passes didn't, impact you. So good job.
It was a comeback for the histories of Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust?
It was.
I mean, if you would have been following, how, on the ESPN app, you can see probabilities
breaking
to
news.
Win. Or, yeah,
Ben Brust, Are You Smarter
Than Ben Brust? But you can see, probabilities to win as the game goes on. Ben's probabilities probably dropped to where Mick was going to win to, a 98%. And then it went zoop, 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 zoop. Right up to the top at the end.
JD and Fondy, 800-990-3776. The official Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust grader. Strophe B. Great questions. Just Benny is getting smarter. Bradford A. Love the holiday heckling. Is this the first time that Bradford's got a higher grade than Strophe?
Ooh, that's saying
you
something.
Had a bad day. Beads in Milwaukee are up on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. What do you got for us on the eve of a game day for the Packers? Or I guess no.
Day before.
Several things for you. Congrats on the W. I did think you were going to lose. You accepted the challenge and you rose to the occasion. Now that we're apparently grading callers, and thank you for putting me in the likes of some names you mentioned yesterday. Bad losses, NFC. Detroit lost to Tampa. Philly lost to Tampa, coincidentally, but Atlanta I call a bad loss. Minnesota, Detroit, and Rams that are tanking. I looked at everything. I'm seeing the playoffs as Detroit, Philly 2, Tampa taking that Division 3, Seattle 4, Green Bay 5th spot, Washington 6, Minnesota 7. If it plays out that way, we're headed to Detroit, second round. Philly will be hosting Tampa. Your thoughts?
Beads? I'm lost.
Yeah, this was a lot, man. A lot of gymnastics to saying this and that. I'm just gonna let everything play out. I'm just gonna wait for week 17.
6 weeks away.
We have a clear picture.
I don't know about you guys, but Strophe knows this. I've been watching a lot of SVU, some Law and Order.
Oh no!
Beads has the playoffs of the NFC on a board with dots connecting to another and bad losses, and it's like only a brain that is putting all that stuff on the wall can figure out.
That's a lot. That's a lot of thinking.
Yeah, it's all the threads into on the board. I see that. Yeah, pictures of each team.
I gave Beads the idea that he was the research guy of the show.
Yeah, he ran with it.
I think he ran with it.
He went deep
into
the research.
Man, he lost me. I ain't gonna lie to you, Beads. I checked out probably about 15 seconds in.
I followed what he was saying.
Great to hear.
I followed what he was saying, but then at the end, it's your thoughts. It's you said everything that needed to be said.
What do you mean thoughts? You just mapped it all out.
Yeah. I have nothing to add.
They need to beat the Dolphins.
That'd be a good start.
I feel like we are that one participant in the group project, and we're up there presenting the group project,
and we're all nodding our heads.
Beads did all the work.
Yeah. Beads up there saying, "Okay, now you guys talk."
Brad, don't act like you've never been in that scenario. You were the one leading the class.
Yeah.
Kyle and I would be like, "I'm just here so I don't get fined."
No. With group projects, I let the overzealous person who really hey, we need to meet here, we need to do this. All right, go ahead, just tell me where to be. Okay, so we have to do these 5 parts. What part? Just tell me what part I got to do. I'm gonna do my job. Now, other people drop the ball. Don't expect me to pick it up. That's on you. You led the team. I'm gonna do my part.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mr. No accountability guy.
No accountability. I do my job.
So you are a rank and file group project guy.
All right, you gotta grade your teammate.
800-990-3776. What would our group project dynamic be?
Ben would be the worst.
The thing is, Ben would want to be the leader.
Oh, he would.
No, you would.
Hell no.
You would absolutely want to be okay, so then I would probably be the leader.
Yeah, I'd say Brad.
Criticism.
I'd be Brad, you're leading, and I would criticize.
Yeah, I'd be like, this is what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to be. No, we can't do that. And I'd say, Ben, would you like to lead? And then you'd probably say,
No, that's
yeah,
good.
exactly.
It'd be as simple as this. Brad and Kyle would do all the work. Me and Ben would ham it up during the presentation and take all the credit.
Yes! So you show up on game day.
Nailed it.
Look, Brad going to be doing all the work. I told you, I do my part. You tell me what I need to do, I'm going to show up and I'm going to do it. Don't you ask for no rough drafts. And if the due date is this date, when we present, when we got to have it in, that's when it's done. Don't ask me for no updates. It'll be done.
So Can I tell you a story about a group project? This
Absolutely.
is crazy.
He remembers a group project, huh?
He's got group project PTSD. Kyle's worried about the 49ers in the playoffs.
Okay, so for 4 off seasons in the NFL, I got my master's in finance from Indiana. Okay?
Cool.
So I am a Hoosier alum, weirdly, too. But it was mostly online. We were there to go there for like a little bit, but mostly online. So the projects would go a little bit further into the off season. Lexi and I, we spent like 5 or 6 weeks in Europe one off season, and the project the class rolled a little bit into our travels. So we spent some time at a coffee shop, knock out an hour, and we go travel. We had a group project where we do this huge financial modeling thing. It was ridiculous. And we said, hey, instead of us all trying to collaborate, let's hey, you do part A, you do part B, you do part C. We'll put it all together in the end.
Like that.
Okay. On the day before it was due,
y'all did the same part.
I did my part. No, worse. I did my part, and then the other guy did another part. Another guy did the 4th part. Was awful. It was all wrong. It was uncorrectable. It was going to torpedo our project.
Oh, no.
I emailed the group and said, I can't be a part of this. You need to redo your part. And he said he wouldn't. We were just going to turn it in. I emailed the teacher. I did. I said, our group isn't functioning well enough. I'm not proud of our project. Can I detach myself from the group and do the project by myself?
Oh, my God.
What a loser.
Oh, my God. Standing on business.
They said, you can do that. So I spent about 6 hours while Lexi went to sleep. We're in Europe. So we're in Germany. She goes to bed at probably 10:30. I stay up until 3:30 and do the whole project myself.
So on the principle of the fact that you could have
I could not hand that in.
Time out. You could have just did his one part and saved yourself probably 5
I don't want to do group project Brad. He would disown me.
Yeah.
That's right. But if you don't do this quality, I'm gone.
Instead of doing 1 extra part, you did 3 extra parts.
But it was contentious. Once as I got going with it, it was good, but it was contentious. He's
what
if
I paid you?
Paid me what?
Money to do my part of the project.
I'm listening.
All right, because that's how I did it in school.
You paid people in the group project?
Not the group project. I shouldn't be talking about this.
Oh, wow.
It's too late. You got your degree over a decade ago.
Is the statute of limitations passed?
I am not the one who can say yay or nay, but I believe so.
5 years? Oh, yeah.
5 years. All the secrets are coming out.
Oh, yeah. Are you sure? Hit the dump button if you're not sure.
5 years is the statute of limitations.
So they can't take my degree back.
Well, that's not illegal.
They can't prove
That's not a legal proceeding. They already gave you your degree. I don't think they can take it away for any reason.
Yeah, it was cash. They can't trace it.
And you can just say, I'm just joking for content.
You paid somebody allegedly to do your homework?
The whole allegedly online class.
How did
wow.
How did you find said payee?
They come to you, Brad.
But how'd you identify me? You just go, okay, who's the biggest nerd? You. You'll take money for my work.
Brad, you just don't get it.
I've never paid somebody. First
It wasn't anybody in the class.
Was it a girl?
More Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on the other side.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Dick Van Dyke, real quick on the cha-cha slide ACL, says she was carried out by all 5 of us. 5 people?
That's a big girl. Big girl, yeah. That's a big girl who did cha-cha.
Stop it, Kyle.
What you mean? 5 of them had to carry out a big girl. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Starting off with a little bit of action. We got northbound 41 at North Avenue. The right lane is blocked with a broken down vehicle. And then we've also got a crash at the end of the on-ramp from 43 southbound to westbound 94. So watch out for that. It's going to be a little bit slow on westbound 94, continuing past that all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. So heads up with that. Southbound 41 also backing up from Appleton Avenue all the way down past Capitol Drive. And then northbound 41, another accident that just popped up. It is on the ramp from Highway 145 to northbound, so watch out for those delays as well. Traffic is brought to you by the Bartolotta Restaurants, providing memorable experiences for nearly 30 years. Get the perfect holiday gift this season, a Bartolotta's gift card. Purchase yours at bartolottas.com. And checking the TMJ for Storm King forecast. Tonight, increasing clouds, a low of 28. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, a slight chance for a mix at night, a high of 40. Weather is brought to you by the Corners of Brookfield. Help the big guy out this holiday season. Drop off your little one's letters in a special North Pole mailbox in the Market Square through December 22nd. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga, 94.5 ESPN.
Ready for the best Black Friday prices on household essentials? You'll find them at Fleet Farm. Doors open Friday at 5 a.m. with a free plush penguin for the first 500. Then enjoy great deals like KT Basic Blend Bird Seed for just $9.99. Diamond Crystal Softener Salt is on sale for $3.99 a bag. And premium hardwood fuel pellets are only $4.99 a bag. Plus, if you can't wait, early Black Friday shopping starts Wednesday at 8 p.m. online only. Only at Fleet Farm.
Wins, wins, and more wins are waiting to be uncovered at Potawatomi. Get ready to find yours in a winter stash of $300,000 in prizes this December. Play with your rewards card for entries, drawings on 3 thrilling Thursdays. Some seriously big wins are waiting for you. Winter Stash at Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee. More info at paysbig.com. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Kyle Wallace. Right now at Universal Windows Direct, get 0% financing for 60 months, restrictions apply. For the last windows you'll ever need, go to uwd.com to schedule your free in-home estimate.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
Concerned about fraud? Tri-City's got your back. Use debit card alerts. Help stop a card hack. You'll get notified when your card's being used so you can prevent your account from abuse. Tri-City National Bank. Member FDIC.
Steinhoffel's biggest Black Friday sale ever is happening now. Take $100 off every $14.99. Plus, get a $100 MasterCard for every $14.99 you spend. Or choose Steinhoffel's 0% 60-month financing. Save big on all the best mattress brands. And find amazing Black Friday doorbusters, like a recliner just $199. Sofas starting at only $299. Shop in-store and online at steinhoffels.com. Steinhoffel's Black Friday sale. 1 week only.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog, because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain cold refreshment made to chill. 2020 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Welcome back.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman here with you. Brad's got to tell you, because he's not here tomorrow. Tomorrow's a Wednesday. And Wednesday's a great day to be healthy.
It is a great day to be healthy. Wellness Wednesdays, as I and Quintessa Aesthetic Center like to call them. Guys, I was at Quintessa Brookfield this morning. That's right, I was working with Jess. She's helping me get my wellness all figured out. You guys know me. I don't want to just hit that lower level of health. I want to be optimized. That's exactly what wellness work at Quintessa does for me. They have so much you can choose from. Hormone therapy, IV drip therapy, medical weight loss, anti-aging. Lexi and I, we're gonna do a little you can do a little duo sauna together, infrared sauna. That sounds like a good way to spend the holiday and be able to sweat out all the stuff you eat over the course of the weekend. They can help you with nutrition, fitness goals. For me, I'm going to start getting my labs done. I'm going to get a wellness figured out. You can also figure out your biological age versus chronological age to see where you're really at from a physical standpoint. Super cool, right? Quintessa has so much that you can use to optimize your wellness, to be at the top of your game because your body deserves it. Visit myquintessa.com/wellness and take charge of your health today.
Ainsley/Beads wants to know if I want to take a bet on his playoff predictions. Ainsley, I don't even remember what they were because they were taking me on a wild whirlwind.
How do you bet on something like that? Like, where do the Packers finish?
Oh, I mean, like,
but that's only going to be like 2 slots.
I mean, here's the thing. What I do know about this Packers team is they're going to make the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, with me some money, too, baby.
And that is exactly where I was going to go to next. If they make the playoffs, Josh Jacobs is nearing 1,000 yards.
Yep.
Which one of you two bozos placed that bet?
I think we both did.
I only did Jordan Love yards, and I did over 8.5 wins. That's easy money, baby.
Yeah, so 8.5 wins.
Easy money.
I wasn't there for that. Why ain't nobody call me?
And you have Packers make the playoffs with Josh Jacobs over 1,000 rushing yards.
Yes, sir. I think over 1,000 in, I think it's like 1,500.
Now, for funsies.
Is he already there?
He's like 940.
Kyle's in an interesting position. You also placed a bet 9 to 11 wins. So
did you do that one?
I did.
If they get to 12, Kyle's going to lose it. There's a scenario.
Oh
where
my
Kyle
God,
starts
I'm rooting for that
against the Packers.
If the Packers get to 11 wins,
they have to go 3-3 in their last 6.
Yeah, they're going to get to 12. They're going to get to 12.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Good.
Though. If they're at 11 wins heading into the last week against the Bears, and Kyle's like, if they lose to the Bears, I win money. What happens?
I'm cheering
because you love your money.
No, you're cheap as hell.
No.
You can say that right now, but when we look at that ticket and you see the potential payout of what the money you put in plus the money coming out,
it wasn't too much.
Do we know what it is?
I have to go look. It's sitting in my somewhere. I don't want to tell you. Just in case somebody try to rob me of my winning
So
ticket.
it's in his office, obviously.
I may or may not be. Might be in the bidet.
There is a part of you that will feel good if the Packers are losing.
You hit it in the toilet?
In the bidet.
They never know. Let Brad finish, y'all. I was just talking about washing my ass. That's it.
Yeah, that's why I tried to just go right past that one, but we put it in reverse and went right back to it.
Couldn't help.
Put it in reverse, Terry.
Terry put it in reverse.
I mean, when you watch the Packers play the Bears, if it comes down to that.
Do you know the video, Brad?
No.
No!
I have no idea what you're talking
cultured.
about. I have no idea what you're talking
Put it in
about.
reverse. Terry, no, Terry. You don't know?
Oh, Lord!
Pow, 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 pow.
Oh, wait. I do know that. That's the guy who's
come on, just say
it. In the
wheelchair.
And the fireworks. Yeah.
He's in the scooter.
The scooter,
wheelchair.
that's right.
Scooter wheelchair.
That's a hilarious.
Put it in reverse, Terry. Go ahead, put it in reverse, Brad.
Bag up, Terry. Put it in reverse, Terry. Put it in reverse.
No, keep it going.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, no, Terry.
That is iconic.
Free permission to drop any memes that are worldwide at any point in the show.
Can we just have a show timeout for a moment?
I really want to hear what Brad has
We got
to say.
some
We have had
weird,
a wild show today.
weird.
Wild.
No, it's not wild. It's just
Quick timeout.
It's
Quick timeout.
Thursday.
It's Tuesday.
Yeah, but it's Thursday energy.
It's Friday energy because it's a holiday week. We got to pull it together.
All right, Jonathan Brust, you've been on hold for 12 minutes and 30 seconds.
this is
You've
pulling it
already
together,
called in, and you are dropped. I don't take callers twice.
Oh, wow.
Speaking of bidet, I know we want to get this back on the rails. I think your brother sent us a link to the bidet. I think he did. I'm going to have to check that out.
Is it like...
it's the same one that I tried, and it squirted me in the face.
Oh, wow. That's weird to say.
Did you feel like you needed to wash your face after that?
Is that toilet water? Is the bidet water connected to the toilet water?
Yeah,
or is it connected to the sink water?
No, I think it's connected to the water that sits in the...
There's no way that you wash your butt with the toilet water.
So you're saying you didn't wash your face after that?
Tried it. Not the water in the actual toilet, Benny. It's the water that's
that shoots out. Yeah,
in the tank. Yeah, so it's clean-ish.
Nah, I wouldn't want anything that has to do with the toilet. Like hitting me.
I said
ish.
Yeah.
I said ish.
I mean, other than the bidet water, warm water going down. I mean, it's pretty good.
So you're pro bidet.
I mean, I'm not going to install one, but I'm telling you, fellas, It is almost life changing.
Am I the only one who's never used a bidet?
I've never used it.
I've never used one. I've just played with it.
And gotten hit in the face with it.
Correct.
That's embarrassing.
But what I want to bring up here, no. I get to do
the
this.
timeout. I get the timeout.
Kyle spends 80 hours a week on the bathroom. If he's going to invest in something, he might as well invest in a bidet.
I already invest in toilet paper.
It's not an investment. You probably buy like the $1.
So the only time you've used a bidet, it squirted you in the wrong part of your body?
Well, I didn't use
So what did you press the button? You were looked at it and pressed the button? Like, that's stupidity.
How close did your face get
3
to
questions in one. Stop. I took a tinkle. And then I was like, oh, I just want to see how this thing works. And I just I don't know, you turn it and like water, like I turned it slightly and nothing happened. And then I turned it hard and
it's a turn handle. I never used that one.
How close was your face to the spout?
Great question.
Inches?
For those of you on YouTube, from me to the microphone.
It's probably 18 inches.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not as close as I thought it was going to be.
So I'm telling y'all this right now, the bidet, I had some fancy bidets. There was one, I went to a real rich house down on a river here. Oh, my gosh. And it had a seat warmer.
Oh,
and then,
wow.
Yeah, so that's why this turning the knob, you don't turn the knob. You just press the button on the side, doop, and the thing literally just comes out. And it starts at the back, I think, and warm water just goes shh. And then it has a little blower, too. I'm telling y'all, I was like, oh, my gosh.
This is a spa service.
It is, but the water was warm as well. I'm telling y'all, I was nervous about it, but I felt good after.
Wow.
That's great.
That was a heck of a description, too.
I'm telling you, Brad. When you do it, you going to say, oh. I'm telling y'all.
Brad's going to...
I have a weird feeling.
Brad needs to have a couple carbless tonight and buy a bidet.
I do. Today is my Friday. I'm off tomorrow. That means one extra carbless for me tonight. As I'm taking into the holiday weekend, I'm taking carbless with me, whether I go to one of my several family get-togethers, which I love, or whether I'm inviting my family to my own house. You know the Nortman estate is full of carbless. You're already eating enough turkey and sweet potatoes and everything else. You don't want to feel guilt when it comes to being able to kick back, relax, and have that ready-to-drink cocktail. That's where carbless comes in. It's gluten-free, it's carb-free, it's sugar-free, it's guilt-free. 100 calories per can, less carbonation, that means less bloat. You're already going to need that this weekend. And not only that, man, there's something for everybody. You don't have time to make up that Paloma. You don't have time to make that Moscow Mule. Carbless does that for you. Mojito, margarita. There's so much when it comes to classic cocktails or the fruit flavors that Carbless has, like lemon lime and pineapple and cranberry. Guys, cranberry and Thanksgiving, that just goes together, and do it with a Carbless. Liss is certainly more with Carbless, made right here in the great state of Wisconsin. Discover why Liss is more with Carbless this Thanksgiving weekend.
All right. I just remembered something. On Thanksgiving, the Bears play.
Oh.
And they still suck.
And I can't wait to be there to watch my own nieces and nephews cry when they lose.
Ooh,
that's good.
And then the Lions. They're going to kill them.
You should play the movie, since it's a holiday, you should play a Christmas Story movie where they said, cry, baby, cry. You know what I'm talking about? You should do that to them.
I don't know A Christmas Story, but I do know we'll be back. Coming up next.
Put it in reverse, Terry. Put it in reverse. Oh, Lord, Jesus.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Women ask you, do you love me? Why do you love me?
Wait, why am I always the one doing that? Tell me why you love me, baby. I need you to make me feel better.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. The Homer Hour with special guests every day from 5 to 6.
You would vote the opening of the show should be Brett Favre as an alien.
If a guy wrote a song for me, it would probably be my opening.
All right.
That's just me.
Well, but how many other people do you think have written a song for me?
None.
Pepper, what's your vote?
I will say 0 as well.
You guys are so mean and accurate.
Thank you. That's awesome.
The Homer Hour with Homer. Weekdays from 5 to 6. Right here on 94.5 ESPN and streaming live on YouTube.
Hi, Monica.
This is our WOW engagement ring for Christmas.
Wow. It features a 1-carat created diamond center stone.
Completely surrounded by a halo of little created diamonds that makes it look huge.
And each of those 3 bands is covered in diamonds.
I've never seen anything like it.
2 carats total weight.
There's no way this is less than $5,000.
No, we're selling these for half that much.
$24.98? I need to lie down and put a cool rag on my forehead.
And you can choose a 1-carat round, oval, or radiant diamond as your center stone.
Kessler's is the coolest store in the world.
But there's more. Look at this.
It's a matching pendant. Take that rag off your head and get up, Rick. You have to see this.
How big is that?
It's a 1.5-carat created diamond, surrounded by the same halo of little created diamonds. 2 1/3 carats total weight.
This tag says it's just $1,998.
See it for yourself at KesslersDiamonds.com.
Ready to tackle your home improvement project this fall? Exterior Pros and Baths is here to help you score big with quality home exterior and shower upgrades. As a 5-time President's Club Award winner, Exterior Pros is not playing around. With flexible financing, it's never been easier to invest in your home without breaking the bank. Get started today and save $2,000. Visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274. That's 262-800-4274. Trust the pros and kick off your home transformation today.
An ESPN Radio Extra Point with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and Michelle Smallman.
You got back-to-back solid performances by Caleb Williams, albeit in losses, but one, you had a field goal blocked at the end of the game, which allowed the Packers to win, and then last week you lost in overtime, but your quarterback is moving in the right direction, and the whole point of 2024 was to make sure that at the end of the season, you had a quarterback. And if it looks like you have a quarterback, why do you want to go changing things? Can we at least let Matt Eberflus get past Caleb Williams' rookie year before we actually see what he is or ain't as a coach? All I'm saying is this. If they don't win another game, makes it an easy decision. But if they win 3 of their final, call it 6 games, I think it's more of a conversation about keeping Matt Eberflus.
Still getting around to that fix on your car? You got this. On eBay, you'll find millions of parts guaranteed to fit. Doesn't matter if it's a major engine repair or your first time swapping your windshield wipers. eBay has that part you need, ready to click perfectly into place for changes big and small. Loud or quiet, find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. But you already know that. eBay. Things, people, love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman hanging with you, KBN Nation at 800-990-3776. And Kyle, you're going to tell people how to win some money.
Oh, you know I love telling people to win some money. And yesterday, your boy did not win any money, but that is okay because I can play again today. And what I love about Underdog
Why
Fantasy
did you
Sports,
get us all hyped up for yesterday?
Because I win money. You win some, you lose some. You lose some, you live to fight another day. And I live to fight another day on the Underdog Fantasy Sports app. And this is what I love about them. They have all these different boosts that you can do. Right now, they have a 50% profit boost with a surprise promo going on right now on the Underdog Fantasy Sports app. You can have higher or lower than 23.5 points for Zach LaVine tonight. Higher or lower than 26.5 points for Victor Wembanyama. Or how about this one? Higher or lower than 23.5 points for Kevin Durant against the Lakers. It is that easy. Select multiple players from different teams, and you can win up to 1,000 times your money. Yes, 1,000 times your money. If you think you know sports, if you think you can predict or project what you think players are going to do, this is your chance to prove it and win up to 1,000 times your money. Win now. Win cash now on the Underdog Fantasy Sports app, just like I do as well. But what I need you to do is go to UnderdogFantasy.com or go to the Underdog Fantasy Sports app and sign up using promo code KBN. That's promo code KBN, and guess what, y'all? You can get up to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly. Yes, $1,000 in bonus cash instantly when you sign up on the Underdog Fantasy Sports app using promo code KBN. I got y'all, and I'm telling you, you're going to have fun playing it. Remember, you must be 18 plus and present in the state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Consult your play. Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
Chef Ed chimes in, 800-990-3776, that he loves green bean casserole.
Chef Ed?
But Kyle, I was married to a sister.
Okay, Chef Ed.
Okay.
And have spent Thanksgiving with my in-laws in Jackson, Mississippi.
You had water cornbread, you had black-eyed peas. I know you had all that, Chef Ed. Chef Ed, I'm going to tell you this right now. How much?
Southern Kyle.
Southern Kyle.
Southern Kyle's out. You didn't even let me say what he ate.
What he eat?
Mac and cheese.
Yes, he did.
Greens.
He sure did.
Ham. Cornbread.
Ooh, cornbread's so good.
Cornbread is delicious. It's nice and sweet. I'm telling you. You put the greens
the
with
black-eyed
cornbread.
peas? What?
Oh, yeah, black-eyed peas. Wait a minute.
I thought it was just a band.
No, he stopped playing with me.
No, come on. I mean, guys.
I've had them once.
Strofe.
I've never had them, but I knew they existed.
Oh, you're full of crap.
You think the band just came up with the name?
Strofe, you've seen bands that come up with names when they're high in their basement.
We were just listening to Dayglow, so that's fair.
Exactly.
Dayglow?
Wow. What a name.
Chef Ed, I shouldn't ask that. He's old.
You should ask.
Ask him.
I'm going to say, what happened to the sister? I mean, but she,
Yeah, 800-990-3776.
It's his birthday. I don't know.
Chef Ed, what happened to your sister?
I would love to have like a camera following around Chef Ed at that Thanksgiving.
Yeah, especially down in Jackson, Mississippi, boy. I tell you, it's different down there.
For those who don't know, we've met Chef Ed.
I wouldn't have thought Chef Ed.
I wouldn't have thought he would have been in Jackson, Mississippi.
I seen a picture of him when he was younger. I can see that guy. The Chef Ed now, ain't no way in the world I thought he'd be with a sister down in Jackson, Mississippi. I'm telling you that right now. I'll keep it 100. I'm telling y'all, when I went down south with my family, it was a different world.
You sound like a different person when you talk about your Southern experiences.
Because
does your voice change when you talk to your Southern family?
You know, Brad, you lived in the South for a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
When you get
10
around
years.
people, you get around people in the South sometimes. You pick up on their accent.
Yeah, I still say y'all.
Yeah, you say yeah over there. Like you just all of a sudden you just start talking like them. You know, I find myself sometimes picking up on their accent. I'm like, uh-oh.
Is that like a sign of like endearment or is that mocking?
I don't know. It just happens.
Yeah, I feel like it's just you're a product of your environment a little bit.
Because I have I do. It might be bad, but like,
don't get canceled.
No, it's not canceled. Like,
on a high note right now.
No, I just like. Sometimes I'll just start doing my Borat, like
what?
in like an Uber.
Wow.
Like, should I not be doing Borat in an Uber?
Let's run through this. So, okay. So I'm the Uber driver. I pull up. You open the door.
Very nice. Time to go home.
Is this ride for Ben?
Very nice. Yes, this is for Ben.
Hi, Ben. How are you?
Doing good.
Good to hear. What were you up to tonight?
I mean, we're not talking this much in an Uber typically. I'm just very happy to go home.
You're having a good time. Are you doing this voice on purpose, or are you just like...
No, it's just like, it's the character I go to.
Benjamin, is the air conditioning okay in the back seat?
It is very nice and very comfy.
He probably thinks you're weird. What's your star rating?
As I say, you are getting downgraded left and right. No chance that you have higher than a 4.
Yeah, they usually laugh, though.
That's because they want a tip.
You don't think they think my Borat's good?
I think the first 2 lines are like, oh, this guy's pretty clever.
And then 10 minutes
for
later,
10 minutes, like, yeah, this guy has got.
What do you think my Uber rating is?
4.4. I'm guessing a 3.9.
I'll give you a perfect 5.0.
Hell no.
4.87.
Ooh, 4.87. I'm kind of curious what mine
I wish
is
my
now.
GPA was close to that.
I don't.
Now, Chef Ed, you don't need to be sending pictures of your ex-wife to the text line.
What she look like? Let me see what
you got 50 seconds before we go to...
Come on now, let me see what she look like now. She must be fine if he's sending
pictures. Hey, Ben, just say
Turn it around.
Ben, is it impressive for Chef
Turn
Ed?
it around. Turn it around. I want to see.
I have a feeling this is too good to be true.
Come on.
I think Chef Ed got...
Wait a minute. I want to see what this...
I think Chef Ed got Manti-Teo'd.
No. So you show up at a random
family.
You went to a random Thanksgiving in the South?
He says he met this their family.
I want to see what this lady look like.
I'm dying to... I can't wait for break.
We'll be back in 2 minutes.
What a show.
Don't remember what
they said. I guess it doesn't matter. She's good for your man. Sure gonna go to the record store.
Southbound on 41. We are seeing delays from just south of Appleton Avenue all the way down towards past Capitol Drive. Got a crash on the ramp from Burleigh to northbound 41. So watch for those backups. Heavy on southbound 43. We got backups from Capitol Drive all the way down through the Marquette and over the high-rise bridge. Northbound's also slowing down out of the Marquette up towards North Avenue. And westbound 94. Watch for the delays from 16th Street all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. Traffic is brought to you by Capco Kids to Kids Toy Drive. For fun family activity, visit or volunteer on December 7th. For more information, visit kidstokidstoydrive.com. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, increasing clouds, a low of 28. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, slight chance for a mix at night, a high of 40. Weather's brought to you by the Corners of Brookfield. Help the big guy out this holiday season. Drop off your little one's letters in a special North Pole mailbox in the Market Square through December 22nd. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Laviga on 94.5 ESPN.
Hey ESPN Wisconsin fans, Brad Nortman here. Whether you're an athlete like me or just want to feel your best, Quintessa's new wellness center in Brookfield is your go-to for peak performance. With services like hormone therapy, IV drip therapy, medical weight loss, and anti-aging, Quintessa has everything to keep your body running at its best. It's not just about game day, it's about every day. Check out myquintessa.com/wellness and see how Quintessa can help you stay at the top of your game. Your body deserves it.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's original craft vodka. In 1995, Tito Beveridge built his very own distillery and put his life savings into it. Since then, he's won the unanimous Judge's Choice Double Gold Medal at the World Spirits Competition, the Chairman's Trophy for World's Best Vodka Tonic, and many others. Tito's Handmade Vodka is still made on the same land where he started it, all in Austin, Texas. Distilled from corn and gluten-free. Visit us at titosvodka.com for recipes, videos, and more. Distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof. Crafted to be savored responsibly.
Tune in to KBN every day at 2 o'clock. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN. The Wisconsin On Demand app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
We them boys. We them boys.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman.
What the hell?
What are you doing? He done lost his damn mind.
Wow.
He done lost his mind.
The wheels are falling off.
I'm punch drunk today, boys.
What in the world is that?
I'm thrown off by Chef Ed.
I don't know if you said what you said on air or off air.
I said it off air.
Okay.
We good.
It's the 414 hour at 4 on an off the rails KBN.
What in the world? You've done this show 300 times.
And we've done 300 shows?
Yeah.
No,
That's a lot of
he's
shows.
not counting.
Well, you've done it for 14 months. You get 2 days off a week.
Yeah, I think there's like 250 weekdays in a year. So another 2 months. It's like
Oh, wow.
25.
We're coming up on 300.
Yeah. Think about that.
You keep track for Mr. Irrelevant. You don't keep track for us.
Well, peek behind the curtain on Mr. Irrelevant. I don't know if 187 was actually yesterday. It's somewhere in that ballpark.
Joining us now is the world's biggest Packer fan,
What's happening in?
Tori Lowe.
Hey.
He remembered turning his mic on. I'm proud of him.
Y'all got on me the last time. I don't got the luxury in here. I gotta do it myself.
I love my divas over there at 1017 The Truth.
Well, like I said, I'm here to adapt.
Yeah, I like
to the
that.
conditions.
All right, Tori. We got a read option right now. I got the football,
Okay.
quarterback. I'm handing it off to you.
Right.
We can get into a little bit of the Packers and Dolphins, or I could pull the ball back and I can say, we're trying to go solve this Two Americas thing by bringing everyone together for Thanksgiving and making sure everyone tries different foods. Which way you want to go?
You know what? I love the Packers, but it is the holiday season. And this is the Tori Lowe holiday.
Oh,
holiday edition.
Hey, let's listen. I
So-
want to hear what's going on for the holidays.
Let's just say at my house, it's turkey, it's stuffing, it's mashed potatoes, it's corn.
Oh, wow.
It's
Sweet potatoes.
Jell-O.
Oh, wow. Jell-O.
Oh, yeah. You get a little
Potatoes.
Them is yams. We call them yams.
We call them yams.
Hawaiian rolls with lots of butter.
Hawaiian rolls.
And then, that's the smorgasbord with lots and lots of gravy.
That sounds like what
the Pilgrims ate.
Oh, that sounds like what the cooks cooked in college for Thanksgiving.
Oh, wow.
Like
That's just very broad and generic.
When
So you're gonna take out,
no,
you're gonna take out my family like that?
With the mashed potatoes with the gravy.
It was the menu. It's the holiday menu. When
Yeah,
you go
it was
home,
the-
they say,
when you
we
go-
have the holiday menu.
Here you go to the holiday menu before you go back home.
Ben's lineup sounds a lot like my lineup.
Brad's lineup.
And
maybe a couple things different.
It's the holiday menu for a reason.
It's very
right? That's
traditional.
go-to.
All right.
It's traditional.
Greens, beans, tomatoes.
Lamb, no.
Tori, so I was trying to tell them yesterday. So first and foremost, this is when I learned that we live in two different Americas. I'm telling you, I went to a suburban school for high school, grew up in Milwaukee, but I didn't go to my friend's house for Thanksgiving, right? Like
800-990-3776. Please react to the traditional Ben and Brad versus the, maybe
very
more
traditional.
more flavorful Kyle and Tori.
You don't take a risk. You didn't take any risk.
They keep it basic, but as he got it going on. So for my spread gonna be, Tori, tell me if this gonna hit. Greens. That hit, Tori?
Yeah, greens.
How about baked beans?
Hopefully not washed in the bathtub.
Hopefully not washed in the bathtub. Baked beans.
What's that? Excuse me?
Because that's what Vice President Kamala Harris
She said she cleaned her in the bathtub. She got a cleaner bathtub than a lot of us.
Hey,
what?
I'm just saying.
Baked beans?
Optional.
What about macaroni and cheese?
Universal.
Nope, not universal.
Not here.
No mac and cheese.
He didn't put mac and cheese on the list.
Hold on, let me find out that macaroni and cheese is now being.
Don't let me find out. Didn't I say that last week? And they said, what is that? Didn't they say that?
Mac and cheese? You don't know what mac and cheese is?
Well, no, we don't know what mac and cheese
y'all don't have it
is.
for the holiday.
Not for
Just not
Thanksgiving.
for the holiday.
It's just something you throw in the microwave and eat on the run.
No, I mean, like,
It's not a delicacy. It's not something you have on
That's every holiday.
Well, on
Christmas.
the side, it's mac and cheese.
You got to have macaroni and cheese.
no, it's mashed potatoes and gravy.
Macaroni and cheese.
Give me
became
mashed potatoes and
controversial
gravy
for
over
Thanksgiving.
mac and cheese on Thanksgiving.
They prefer
10
green
times
bean
over.
casserole over
Okay.
that.
Hold on.
Call
wait
me
a
out
minute.
on that green bean stuff. don't group me into that part.
Well, avoid the potato salad, I guess. Like I said, this is definitely cultural because when I was in school and I couldn't come home for the holidays because I didn't have the bus ticket. You know what I mean? So I would go to the farm in Carroll, Iowa, with my friend Rod, and his family was farmers. And
That is perfect.
Rod
in Iowa on a farm.
Yeah. So the meal y'all just described
was what you did in Iowa.
it's exactly what I ate in Iowa.
How was your experience with it?
Oh, it was powerful.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
See, beggars can't be choosers. Plus, what I learned about the meal, it's filling. It is filling, but it need a little salt and pepper on it. Y'all don't put enough salt.
Okay, well, you didn't go to the Brust household. We got some more flavor in the Brust household. You went to Iowa. Iowa's as bland as Iowa gets.
It was definitely bland, but like I said, it was okay. It wasn't like how if I'd have came to the crib, it would have been cakes, sweet potato pies.
So my question is to diversify the Brust household in the suburbs of Chicagoland when I go on Thursday. What dish should I bring to shock the system of the Brust family?
See, I told him he should bring greens or dressing, not stuffing, dressing. One of those two.
So stuffing, that's like, how was it you, Brad, who says, no, Mark Tausch, a Packer Hall of Famer, said his grandma used to make a stuffing. My family does like a long-term stuffing thing. So I can't bring this.
Stuffing?
No.
I'm going to tell you this. I had stuffing for the first time a couple years ago. It hit.
So my question is,
it was that long.
Hold on, you need to bring.
If I do greens, how do I know how to make the greens?
Let me tell you what you need. you need some greens and some cornbread.
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 See, I told y'all.
You got some cornbread.
You gotta go.
You gonna eat your cornbread?
Don't
Anybody?
go messing with my
Come on.
cornbread.
I said earlier.
Life.
That's
Thank
what
you.
I'm talking about.
Yeah. Cornbread
Hey,
would be a great
I finally got a movie
You
reference that
like some
Kyle
cornbread?
got, not Brad.
Everybody likes cornbread.
Yeah.
If you've never had it before, everyone.
So how do I make greens?
Not in the bathtub.
I get
So
that.
you wash them in the sink. You go grab the plant. You gotta wash them.
What is the plant?
Liz know how to make the greens.
Yeah, Liz. What
Where's the
plant?
plant?
What plant
We got
is used
Liz.
for greens? I just know that
Liz
is.
is-
Liz.
What
So
leaf
hang
is it?
on.
Queen Elizabeth.
Let me set this up here. Liz is a wonderful advocate. She joins Tori on the Tori Lowe Show. Does great stuff for the community. Liz, what we learned here is the men don't do a lot of helping in the kitchen, so they don't know where the greens come from. So please enlighten us how we can make greens, because when you say greens, it can mean a lot of things.
It could be. There's a variation: collard greens, mustard greens, whatever greens. You can even put kale inside the green, so you.
Oh wow!
But what's the main green?
What is the green?
It's what you prefer. So I mix them all, like
Where do
the
you
kale, the mustard, the collards, and you pick the greens first,
Oh, wait a
meaning
minute.
that you take the stem out. You wash them at least 3 times in the sink. If you have the double sink, you put one on one side, put some vinegar, some salt, hot water, and you squish them down, whatever. Allow that to drain, flip it to the other sink, fill it up. You do a couple because you don't want no grit inside your greens. You got to get the smoked turkey because that's going to give
smoked turkey. See, I was talking about the neck bones yesterday.
Yeah, you're going to
get the bones and smoked turkey.
my mama used to smoke turkey.
Yeah,
depending on the mood.
You get the smoked turkey and you boil that by itself. You add a little apple cider vinegar, some cumin, some thyme to get a water flavor. Because see, with greens,
Now I know why salt and pepper didn't suffice for Tori.
Yeah, that's a lot of flavor.
There's some flavor in them greens.
yes,
They delicious.
a lot of flavor. The juice is what makes the greens, so you have to make sure the juice have to be flavorful.
And that's why you gotta let the food, when you let your food touch and let the cornbread hit the juice of the greens and have all that. That's why it's so good, because it
It's so
touches
flavorful.
everything.
I'm not gonna lie. When I imagine greens, I just pictured like
a lettuce,
just like spinach,
salad?
not
I'm
salad,
bring
like
you
just
guys some in.
Oh, don't do that.
Tori Lowe Tuesday
Yeah.
with Liz and greens.
Liz, make my day.
I got you.
Greens on Kyle Brust and Norman next
you'll never be
Tuesday.
the same.
What was the food item that I didn't know what that was?
Chitlins.
Yeah, chitlins.
Oh, they good.
My granddad
Never
used to
had them,
cook
but I know
things.
what they are.
I don't eat chitlins.
What is it?
So,
Is it-
chitlins.
Got your whole house smelling like a toilet.
Yeah. It does.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You know the smell. So chitlins.
Cleaned. Only if they're not cleaned. They don't. After you clean them, they do not smell like that.
But you gotta
have to
clean
make
it.
sure you.
But my
have to make sure
granddaddy
you
didn't
them.
clean them right.
Yeah,
Because I could get off the school
So you're
bus
very in the league,
and sell
guys.
them on the way
You gotta
home
let- you
down
gotta
the
let-
block.
you gotta
So the reason why you got to clean the chitlins is because chitlins are pig intestines.
Come on.
Dead ass, Brad.
Dead serious. And so sometimes
people aren't eating these.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
sometimes
Why?
It's a delicacy.
Because
Help to keep the yang up.
So, and sometimes, and Liz can attest to this, sometimes when you get the chitlins, sometimes when you cleaning them, you might see a little butthole in there.
No, come on.
Am I lying? I'm lying. I'm flying. I don't.
Why
tell
does
the
anybody?
truth.
How do they taste?
I don't know. I never ate them. So, Brad,
I
here's
just like them because they stunk.
yeah,
They're
smell
great.
awful.
Really?
So, Brad, this goes back to slavery, right?
Oh.
You basically give the slaves kind of the stuff you don't want in pig intestines.
And now it's a delicacy.
Now we still eat slave food. I don't know why.
Wow, it is. It
But
is.
Liz
like-
love them.
Wow.
And it's a passed on. I refuse to eat it.
Absolutely love them.
When I take a
and
greens
the way
and
that I
chitlins?
cook 'em,
When I
After
take
Tuesday?
the bites, my
Tender.
granddaddy show up from the past.
Brad, so if
Oh,
she
wow.
made some chitlins, would you eat some chitlins?
If you prepared them for us and brought them in, I would try them.
I'm not eating.
I,
So we got
wouldn't, I
greens
wouldn't
and
let all
chitlins.
that effort
We're really
go
putting
to
her to
waste.
work this weekend.
I don't
huh?
want
Yeah,
chitlins.
no
I'm already
expectations.
doing it for my family anyway, so I definitely let you guys taste it.
Anything that comes with a butthole from a pig,
Oh,
I
wow.
ain't eating it.
She didn't go through all that work and you're not even going to eat it?
Anything.
Well, you know they call that eating groceries.
Yeah.
I feel like only 3 people in the room get it.
Yeah.
Please enlighten.
I don't want to.
I don't think we can.
Off
My
air.
time is up.
Wait, can we ask Tori about
Oh,
the
wow.
game on Sunday? Were you excited on Sunday, Tori?
How about that
powerful.
win? 38-10.
Hey, powerful. Look, let me tell you something. People was making excuses saying that saying that the 49ers didn't have a quarterback. We didn't have our quarterback this season.
You sound like Keyshawn Nixon.
Hey, that's what
That's
I'm
what
saying.
he said.
We don't. We didn't. So, like I said, it's a game and everybody got to strap up.
How do you feel about the Dolphins on Thursday?
Let me tell you something. They getting it back together, but I think
they're hot.
They're hot right now, but I think the Packers are the most unpredictable, dangerous team in the NFL. A bunch of young guys that can run it on you, they can pass it on you. The defense is coming around really nicely right now. I think that a lot of people would agree that the Packers, with the X factor, is one of the most
He's back there.
dangerous teams in the NFL.
Chitlins and ham hocks, yum, from JD and Fondy.
Tori, do you eat ham for Thanksgiving?
No.
Why not?
Because ham is a part of the pig's butt.
Oh, so you don't eat ham?
He's already eating chitlins.
Yeah, that's far enough.
I'm not even eating the chitlins. I was just listening to Kaya. My granddaddy spoiled me from eating
I don't
the
eat
chitlins because they stink.
No, my mama and daddy didn't cook that. My grandma didn't cook that. So
Plus, I had ate ham when I was younger, and then I had that weird burp.
I don't know what you're talking about. What was your grandpa doing with that food?
Well, you know
He got
what?
you all
I didn't
scarred.
eat ham from my granddad. I ate it in Iowa and Minnesota.
Oh.
So
that's a different.
Tori, this has been
learned so
powerful.
much.
Hopefully they ain't trying to take me out. You know, I don't know.
Brad, you're going to tell us about 3 Tree Marketing, and then Ben Wisnoski is going to be grilled with questions if he's had chitlins before.
Oh, that's going to be a fascinating conversation. But let me tell you about 3 Tree Marketing. Everything you do when it comes to business is about marketing. It's about telling your story about what your brand is all about. And that's what 3 Tree Marketing can do for you. They're a full-service branded merchandising agency that's going to use creative merchandise. Whenever you throw your logo, your company on something that you can hold that's tangible, that's you're putting in front of business partners or new teammates, you got to make sure that story is being told correctly. I know whenever we use them, whether it be ESPN Milwaukee, GKB, man, we always walk away so satisfied thinking what we wanted to say was perfectly delivered. Thank you, 3 Tree Marketing, for showing us how to think outside the box, becoming an extension of our team, and furthering the message of our company. They can do that and so much more for your team. So set an appointment today at 3treemarketing.com.
Ben Wisnoski, the head coach of DME Academy, joins Kyle, Brust, and Nortman with stories about Brad Nortman as a basketball player. Apparently this dork wore a mouth guard. Next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Kayla Williams sucks.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Southbound on 41. We are seeing delays from just south of Appleton Avenue all the way down towards past Capitol Drive. Got a crash on the ramp from Burleigh to northbound 41. So watch for those backups. Heavy on southbound 43. We got backups from Capitol Drive all the way down through the Marquette and over the high-rise bridge. Northbound's also slowing down out of the Marquette up towards North Avenue. And westbound 94. Watch for the delays from 16th Street all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. Traffic is brought to you by Capco Kids to Kids Toy Drive. For fun family activity, visit or volunteer on December 7th. For more information, visit kidstokidstoydrive.com. And check out the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight. Increasing clouds, a low of 28. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, slight chance for a mix at night, a high of 40. Weather's brought to you by the Corners of Brookfield. Help the big guy out this holiday season. Drop off your little one's letters in a special North Pole mailbox in the Market Square through December 22nd. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Will this be the year Jordan Love finally gets his turkey leg? Hey, it's ESPN Wisconsin's Alex Grove. Join us to kick off Thanksgiving football beginning at 4 o'clock Thursday for Green Bay Game Day. Join me, Gabe Neitzel, Jason Wilde, and Rob Domofsky, live from the shadow of Lambeau Field.
It's a Thanksgiving edition of Green Bay Game Day, presented by Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Thursday starting at 4 p.m. right here on 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel.
Steinhaffel's biggest Black Friday sale ever is happening now. Take $100 off every $14.99. Plus, get a $100 MasterCard for every $14.99 you spend. Or choose Steinhaffel's 0% 60-month financing. Save big on all the best mattress brands. And find amazing Black Friday doorbusters, like a recliner just $199. Sofas starting at only $299. Shop in-store and online at steinhaffels.com. Steinhaffel's Black Friday sale. 1 week only.
Bengo made his list and checked it twice. Turns out Bucks fans are really nice. Slay the holidays with a limited time ticket offer that will land you at the top of Bengo's nice list. Score gifts for the Bucks fans in your life and treat yourself too. Holiday packages feature ticket codes to redeem now or use later, exclusive Bucks holiday items, and an e-gift card that can be used to eat, drink, and be merry at Pfizer Forum. Explore options at bucks.com/deal season.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Z-Bart of Greater Milwaukee. Want that mirror finish on your car? You need Z-Gloss by Z-Bart. Z-Gloss is a 3-layer ceramic coating that not only gives your car that mirror finish, it protects it from everything that Mother Nature can throw at it. Visit zbart.com for more information.
The signing of Josh Jacobs continues to be a win for Matt LaFleur and Jordan Love's offense in Green Bay. And after a 3-touchdown performance against the 49ers, Love had this to say about his running back.
Just talking about Josh, the offense end to get a running back like that who's just so explosive, and just also the leadership aspect that he brings to this team is huge. And then, they've been doing some really good things. So I'm very, very fortunate that we got them.
It'll be a quick turnaround for Green Bay this week as they take on the Dolphins in Green Bay on Thanksgiving.
This has been your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Z-Bart of Greater Milwaukee.
At Gruber Law Offices, we take great pride in helping those who have trusted us after a serious accident. Our team has the knowledge, resources, and experience to get you the results you deserve. Don't wait to get the help you need. Make the right call. Call Gruber Law Offices today. Proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks. One call, that's all.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across Ooh, I'm a little punch-drunk still. On 94.5 ESPN, streaming on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. Strophe running the show. UKBN Nation at 800-990-3776. And very excited to have Ben Wisnoski joining us here. He is the head coach of DME Academy, and for those unfamiliar, he's got some dudes. A Wisconsin recruit, Latravian Fenderson, and a DePaul recruit, Cruz?
McClure.
I just want to make sure. I got McClure. Cruz. I want to make sure I got it right.
How else would you pronounce that?
Cruz.
Okay, I get it. Okay, I got it.
If I phonetically read it, I'm saying one of the worst parts of the English language is they say sound it out. And if you were learning, you'd say you know?
I know, I get it. I just was trying to get into the brain of Ben Brust.
You're an idiot. Don't try and go inside the brain. Now, Ben, we have you here because there's the Battle of the Border Games. It's this Friday and Saturday at St. John's Academy in Delafield. And it's very unique to have an academy like you have in the state of Wisconsin. For those who don't know what DME is, I can tell, and I love the idea of bringing, with all the talent in Wisconsin that we've seen come out of the high school, you name it, Jalen Johnson, Con Knippel, they're all going to these big places. You've started a place to develop really high-level athletes.
Exactly. It's a similar setup to a Monfort Academy or an IMG. Those are the household names that have built national programs, travel the country, play at the highest level. So guys that are aspiring to be Division I players or currently Division I players, they have an outlet to play at a high level and compete against other guys at that level.
So, the new world of college athletics dominated by NIL and, recruiting in that world. So how has that changed anything about whether it be DME or whether it be about, getting guys enough exposure to put them in a world where they can be seen by these college coaches and take advantage of the NIL money that's, just washing around the whole college sports?
It's directly affected high school basketball, not only for exposure, but high-level players want the development, want to be playing in a structured environment 12 months a year, and that's what they get in the prep world, and then they compete, again, against high-level competition, and that allows them to be prepared, to make an impact as a freshman because they've been away from home for a year. They've been essentially living the college life.
Damn, I could have used that
in advance.
I was crying when I wasn't playing as a freshman, away from everything. This is real. It's real. And DME plays 7 p.m. on Friday and 2 p.m. Saturday. It's free admission. What can people expect from like the event?
We have 2 Canadian teams coming from Canada.
Oh,
of
wow.
course.
Oh, Canada, huh?
Yeah.
we doing it for the USA then, huh?
It is a battle of the borders, yes. So guys are going to play hard. It's going to be great competition. There'll be some dunks. It's an exciting opportunity for people in Wisconsin to see, high-level talent on the same court.
Speaking of high-level talent, Brad Nortman back in the day. What can you tell us about the relationship with Brad Nortman on the basketball court?
Well, we actually had a pretty good rivalry. It was New Berlin West versus Brookfield Central. I believe we finished 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, either 1 or 2. You guys either won the little conference championship or we did, so it was our number 1 rival playing against Brad, and then we got to team up for a season in AAU basketball in 8th grade.
How would you describe my game? Because our listeners, they think of me as a punter, a soft punter. So how would you describe my game on the basketball court? Seeing that I'm more than just a punter. You can do strengths and weaknesses if you want.
From what I recall, versatile, kind of forward.
Versatile guy.
Either position, guarding
Let him
multiple
keep
positions. Plays with toughness, energy, all the intangibles. Brad
Okay, what
Nortman.
type
So,
of
you know what that means, Kyle. Toughness. He sucked.
I just want to know what type
He used his 5 fouls.
Yeah. Just rebound, boxing out, hard defender.
Would he be the kid that would be talking in practice, or would he be the kid, hey, guys, stop talking? Was he like a militant like he is now, or was he very not structured?
I remember him being vocal, being outgoing, but also very coachable.
Yeah. Same guy, boys. Same guys.
Did you realize when you were working, I'm sorry, Brad, when you were working with him, did you realize that you were playing with a future NFL player?
I did not know that until years later when you took punting to the national level, and I remember hearing stories of you going to national camps, but I always remembered him as a great basketball player.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
How about that? Great basketball player.
Middle
boys.
school guys.
Well, so I want you guys to think about it. So you're a coach now, right? You've been a coach for a long time. So you know how to eliminate a guy, right? So are you familiar with Ben Brust's game?
Of course. Watched him all 4 years at Wisconsin.
So you're coaching against Ben Brust. How do you take Ben out of the game? How do you eliminate
In high school, he couldn't.
Well, you can't let him catch and shoot, that's for sure. So if you're 1 pass away, you're in the gap, you're denying, you might pick him up full court, put a little pressure on him when he's handling the ball to try to wear him down, but no catch and shoots.
Guys.
You got to chase him off, be physical with him, keep chasing him off screens, and no easy catches.
Sounds like a men's league on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
All these young kids after me, full court and give me the ball. I'm like, I got a kid now. Just let me have some fun and run up and down the court.
Yeah, I think you get inside Ben's head a little bit too. Get physical with him, take away that, you'd be all right.
Ben Wisnoski here from DME Academy, joining Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, and we're really excited to be talking about this battle of the border games. And I was wondering, border games in my little sheet here. I was like, border games? Is this Minnesota?
I thought it was Minnesota, Michigan,
it's
Illinois.
Canada. What's the next opportunity for growth for you guys as you continue to grow in this space of evolving high school basketball and evolving, athletics that just are so different from when Brad was setting screens in 2007?
Yeah, we'll continue to emphasize
strong screens. Might I add, strong screens,
physical. Yeah, continue to emphasize basketball development. Our players come to DME to train 9 months a year, and so our job as coaches is to make them better and help them achieve their goals. All of them want to play college basketball, and as you guys know, it's getting more and more difficult to not only earn a scholarship but to play at any level. So,
all right,
we have a responsibility to get them better.
My name's Ben Brust back in the day, right? And I'm being recruited. I don't really know if I should be in high school. I don't know if I should be in one of the, what do you say to players that you are recruiting or trying to get, not recruiting, but what is the storyline? What would you say to them?
Yeah, again, the points of emphasis, number 1 is development, because you have to be good enough to get recruited by colleges.
Okay.
So getting in the gym, being in a structured and professional environment 9 months a year where you're working on your game. And then the second point that you mentioned, Brad, is, of course, exposure. We're traveling and playing a national schedule, playing against other high-level teams. And then the preparation for college. I
didn't even like high school
life.
anyways. I would have loved this.
I mean, they still go to school. What do you?
But it's centric on basketball.
Oh, yeah, school and basketball.
When my life, I didn't have friends. All I cared about was basketball.
You would have thrived in our environment.
No friends at DME?
As long as number one is basketball, you're in great shape.
I made fun of the last 7 years on these airwaves because I didn't drink when I was in high school. Not only that, I didn't go to parties because I didn't want to be associated with it because you could get in trouble, and I'm just a little dork here, and that's why I love this.
So for people who are little dorks like Ben who absolutely love basketball, I got a little cousin right now. He's a freshman in high school. He's going to be a little hooper. He loves basketball, right? And so this could be something that maybe he thinks about. How can kids find out, reach out, and determine whether or not this could be DME Academy could be a great match for them?
Yeah, the first thing is come watch us play. So again, if they have an opportunity Friday, Saturday, 7 o'clock on Friday, and then we are at 2 p.m. on Saturday, I'd love for them to come out and see the brand of basketball and see if they can envision themselves, on the court and in our program someday.
Any year in school?
High school focused.
Like so 9th grade to 12th grade? Correct,
plus postgraduate. So graduate from high school and need an additional year of development. They can do their 5th year at DME.
As big Wisconsin basketball fans, Ben obviously played at Wisconsin, but the season's kicking off. But whenever there's a recruit that comes into the program to make an impact as a freshman, you get excited. But I just wonder, you talked a lot about development. What's the biggest gap? What needs to be developed most between the guys that show up in your program then to get them ready for Division I college basketball? Where are you seeing the most need for development in these high school players?
It's the basic fundamentals. I spent 2 years in Europe, and I learned a lot about skill development and simple footwork, playing on balance, shooting form, dribbling in tight spaces, changing directions, all the basics that you teach when we're in 4th or 5th grade select, to continue to focus on those and not skip steps in the process.
Is that why the European game and the international game has become so prevalent in not only college basketball but in the NBA? Is it because they're getting the skill set and the basics early?
Yeah, I think it's twofold. I think, yes, the skill development, the academy I was at was really focused on that, almost to the point where we didn't compete 5-on-5 all that much in practice. I was going, when are we going to play more? Because there was so much skill development. But also the EuroLeague, they grow up, they watch EuroLeague where it's predicated more on ball movement, player movement. It's a little less, one-on-one centric than the NBA. So I believe they're watching the game that's a little different.
Yeah, I got a gripe with kids nowadays, especially when I see some kids that are coming out of D2, D3. And I'm an old head now. I'm 33, and there's guys that are 40 in like the men's league and I play. And there's just a disconnect, I feel, as to how they play the game. The first thing they do when they get the ball is they square up the guy, and they're like, I got to go one-on-one. Head down, put the ball down. And it drives me nuts. Can you, is that coachable still? Do people listen anymore? I just think, I know they're more skilled, but I think they're dumber.
Patience, film study, and then keep hitting the same points of emphasis. They don't necessarily figure it out in first day, second day, third day, but if you keep hammering them home and they see it visually, you can.
This is why I ain't coaching, boys. I'm not patient.
He doesn't want to coach his own daughter.
Well, you need to, because they could use your expertise.
All right, that's what I'm saying.
You have to. Don't cheat the game.
It's partially that, and partially because Ben couldn't sit still watching his daughter out there anyway. He'd be on the court himself.
No, that's what my family did, and I won't do that. Ben Wisnoski, the head coach of DME Academy. Make sure you check out the Border Battle games this Friday and Saturday at St. John's Academy in Delafield. DME plays at 7 p.m. Friday and 2 p.m. Saturday. Go check out the style of play. What's it like? If you have interest in what we've been talking about, it is something you should go check out. They have recruits that are going to play at the Division I level, and it is free admission. Anything I missed, Ben?
No, it's been great connecting, and we should do it again sometime.
I could talk hoops all day. Thank you, Ben, for joining Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Thank you for having me, gentlemen.
And Kyle, you're going to tell everyone how, maybe they can get a look into the future and the window of their, home. If they're helping them in school figuring out this basketball thing, they can maybe invest in something later.
Yeah, definitely. You can use that, or whatever way you live your life. You can definitely live your life with Universal Windows Direct. I'm telling y'all this right now. If you're walking in your house and you are saying, brr, it is cold, it ain't got to be that way, because you can get Universal Windows Direct, and they can help you take care of that. You know what I love about them right now? If you have those old drafty windows making your heating system work overtime, Universal Windows Direct has the recipe and the solution for you. They have something called their exclusive Super Spacer technology. Those windows help keep the edge of the glass warmer. They make your home more energy efficient, and more importantly, they will make sure your home is comfortable all season long. And on top of that, right now, when you work with Universal Windows Direct, for every 2 windows you buy, you get the next 2 free. Yes, buy 2, get 2. Buy 4, get 4. Buy 20, get 20. There is absolutely no limit. Plus, on top of that, you get 0% financing for 60 months. That's 5 whole years of interest-free financing. Restrictions do apply. Call Universal Windows Direct today for a free in-home estimate at 414-410-2000. That's 414-410-2000. If you're thinking about changing out your windows, do it now. Call Universal Windows Direct, and I'm telling you, like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
We have the 2 cheapest people on this show, maybe across our entire stations, having a debate about how to buy the cheapest ladder. Unbelievable. Next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
I'm going to quote the great Martin Luther King in this.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to bring up MLK. You know what he said?
Oh, wow.
He said, our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. And you know what matters to me? Booing Craig Counsell and booing the Chicago Cubs.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Northbound on 41, we've got a crash right at the end of the Burleigh on-ramp. So got delays basically from Blue Mound Road all the way up to that scene. Also have an accident on northbound 43. This one is at Fond du Lac Avenue off on the right shoulder. Delays heading past that all the way up towards Locust as well. Southbound's going to be slow from Keefe all the way down through the Marquette interchange. Traffic is brought to you by Adams, the #1 rated Generac dealer in Wisconsin. Snow has arrived. Don't be left in the cold. For power, peace of mind for your home or business, visit adamspower.com. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, increasing clouds, a low of 28. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy. Slight chance for a mix later on that night, a high of 40. Weather's brought to you by the Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center in Waukesha. Always have a slice of summer by playing Pro Tour courses on one of their 12 simulators. Book a bay for just $35 Monday through Thursday. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Bennett Oziga on 94.5 ESPN.
Hey, this is Ben Brust from Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin. People can't stop screaming about the Screamin' Sicilian frozen pizza, and no wonder. There's plenty to scream about, like the buttery stone-fired crust, secret recipe tomato sauce, mounds of whole milk mozzarella, and tons of premium toppings. Find Screamin' Sicilian in your local grocer's freezer and find out for yourself why Sporked called Screamin' Sicilian's Holy Pepperoni frozen pizza the best of the best. Screamin' Sicilian, taste what all the screamin' is about.
The time has come. Yes, the time has come to do what you need to do.
You've put it off as long as you can, but the time has come to choose a Christmas gift for the woman you love.
It needs to be something that will fit perfectly.
Something she will wear constantly.
Something she will love. Something you can buy today and take home today.
Because you ran out of time. Christmas is upon us.
It's time for you to buy a fabulous pair of diamond stud earrings. A fabulous pair.
Kessler's has natural diamonds created in the heart of the earth.
And newborn diamonds created in the heart of a star. And when you buy from Kessler's, you can always trade your Kessler's natural diamond studs in for a larger pair.
We have diamond studs for a few $100s.
And diamond studs for several $1,000s.
2-carat total weight natural diamond studs are just $5,998.
She's going to be extremely happy when she sees what you bought for her.
And that's a good thing.
A very, very good thing. Find the Kessler's nearest you at KesslersDiamonds.com.
It started with a prediction.
We'll go out there and play basketball and win.
And how many games?
6.
It became the culture.
Chance of Bucks in 6.
Being a Bucks fan means you live and breathe Bucks in 6. Brandon Jennings created the prophecy. Tune into Behind the Bucks, the story of Brandon Jennings on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, and streaming wherever you get your podcasts.
That's for the culture.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain cold refreshment made to chill. 2020 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance. Like your first home expansion, or your first big lightning strike, There's a first for everything. Get the right home policy at the right price with the right help from American Families agents. Life's better when you're under American Families' roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman here with you, 800-990-3776. Shout out to Mark Tauscher, Ben Wisnoski, Tori Lowe, me, Ben Brust, for winning Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? And time now, because it's been a quiet day from our guy, Alex Strofe, to hear from him and becoming relevant.
Hey, Mr. Irrelevant, it's time to become relevant. Strofe's time to shine on KBN starts now.
Mr. Aaron Rodgers, appearing on the Pat McAfee Show today, asked about his future. Tell me if you've heard this before, fellas. Today, earlier on the Pat McAfee Show, ESPN.
And I came here to win here. So I'm not jumping off ship, I definitely want to play and not in New York. I don't even know if I want to play yet. But
Cut it.
Wow. I mean,
contradict yourself in one sentence. Ready, go.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I want to play yet.
He just had to drop that in there after saying, I came here to win, and I'm not just jumping ship. But I don't know if I want to play yet.
Well, he's referring to next year. He's talking about his future
No,
plans.
that's jumping ship.
That's jumping ship.
Losing, leaving. That's what jumping ship is.
Retiring and not playing is jumping
right.
ship.
And, the thing that fascinates me with him is we all know him so well from talking about him and covering him and listening to every word he said for the last several years. There's no way Aaron Rodgers goes out like this. He's not going to go out of a 3-4 win team. It's just not him.
I 100% agree. He's not going out like this. And if it happens again, that will be who he's remembered as at the end of his career. Like, at least for Favre, everyone remembers the Minnesota. Like he at least, at the end, there's some moments.
He was fantastic.
I know.
Second MVP vote.
Yeah, he was. He
Rodgers,
won.
since the 2021 season, has been mid to bad. Mid in 2022 with the young wide receivers that he's complaining about, throwing to Allen Lazard 10 times a game on slants. 2023, Father Time got him. 2024, he's dismantled the entire Jets organization.
Does any team want him? That's my question. Who's going to bring him in and he'll start on a contender?
Fool's
On a
gold.
contender? Great question.
Because he's not going to go to another 5-win team.
But that's the thing, Brad. Those might be his only options. A Tennessee, a New Orleans.
Who believe they're a quarterback away. Tennessee has a great defense. So, I mean, they may think,
they got
hey,
some talent.
we need a quarterback for next year.
New Orleans would make more sense because they have some pieces offensively.
They do, but I'm just saying Tennessee, you got Calvin Ridley, you got a good tight end as well. I can't say his name. Okoria.
I don't know how to say it either.
I don't know how to say it either, but he's not that good.
He's decent.
I know Aaron Rodgers doesn't want decent.
What do you mean? Okay. Well, he's going to have to do something because there ain't nobody just calling and saying we all want Aaron Rodgers. It's just hilarious to me. I mean, he was so great. He really was. He was spectacular, but he just can't help himself. Like, he cannot help himself whatsoever but to have word vomit. Just be honest. He's a liar.
You and him are not so different.
Excuse me?
Would you like him to join a team that plays the Packers? Not like purposely. But let's say he joins. I don't know who the Packers play. Let's say he joins it wouldn't be the Titans. They just played him. The Saints. Let's say he plays the Saints and somehow they play the Packers. Would that anger you? Would that nothing you?
If he joins the Saints and we had to play
yeah,
against
for some reason he
that
joins
would make
the team that pays
I would
the
love it. It'd be more entertaining. Aaron Rodgers at this point is a loser. He was a great football player with us for the Green Bay Packers. He was magnificent. But right now he's a loser. He's done nothing but lose this year. Do we remember the fact that he has been, I was going to recall. But he's had a worse record as a starting quarterback than the previous two starting quarterbacks.
Sam Darnold and Zach Wilson.
And Zach
Just
Wilson.
crazy.
Yeah, so he's a loser. He's trash.
All right,
he's washed.
Last thing for you fellas before we get to our friend John Anderson. Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel asked this week, hey, how you going to get your players ready for the cold climate up in Green Bay on Thanksgiving night?
He's a bro.
Here's this goofy-ass dude's response.
Well, I was just going to carry ice cubes in my pockets and throw them at players all week.
He's a funny guy.
Funny guy.
You can't tell if he's
Is that
awkward
a good way
or
to get your play? Because he's actually doing that.
Is he actually?
That's my understanding.
Have you seen reports?
I wouldn't be surprised. He's a
but-
different cat, man.
The thing is,
Would that surprise you at all?
No, I mean,
off
the
as,
one thing
like-
to do would be like put like ice cubes in the shirts and be like, all right, play.
he comes off as so strange, but you talk to his players and they're all like, oh, McDaniel's got swag. He's that dude. I don't see it.
Yeah, the brother got swag.
That's right. His brother.
He is. He don't look like it, but he
Which
is.
is wild.
It is wild. Very wild.
For a few years ago, when it was his first year as the head coach in Miami, they came to Green Bay. Or no, maybe it wasn't Miami. But he wore that shirt that said, I wish it was colder. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah.
That was awesome, actually. That was
I wonder
pretty
if he breaks it back out this week.
Seems not good enough. They need to focus on winning, not his outfits.
Oh,
Three
wow.
in a row.
So you're not concerned anymore.
They're not in
He's
a
not good enough, is what
position.
he said.
They're not in a playoff position right now, is what I'm getting at. They're playing well right now. I don't want
flip-flopping.
No, I'm not.
Flip-flop.
So Kyle's doing the thing where he is trying to put me in a spot because I put him in a spot all the time.
I'm not putting you in a spot. You're the one who said before the show and during the show.
It's a bad spot to play them. I stand by it.
But then you just said that they're not good enough for him to wear a shirt. They've won, the last 3 or 4 games in a row? And now
Again, I look at a season holistically. Right now, they're not in the playoffs, but they're playing well in a bad time for the Packers to play them. That sounds like I'm rumbling and tumbling like a stampede.
Like a horse.
I'm trying to make sure that, you know.
Strove's feeding Kyle's lines.
No, I just said he stole that one from me because I did that against him once.
Did you?
Flopping noises, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is that a flip-flop noise?
No.
It sounds like a horse.
I will say this, flip-flop noises. I remember in college, there was this girl who I knew. I did not talk to her, but she used to wear flip-flops, and it's so annoying when people wear flip-flops. You just hear
they drag their feet.
Like, you just hear the back, like, girl, pick your damn foot up. Hate it.
The Princeton Club in New Berlin's a fantastic place. You may not hear flip-flops.
Oh, you'll hear flip-flops there, I'm sure.
I definitely, anytime, naturally, it's the cleanest health club in Wisconsin, but you still in the shower, you make sure you wear flip-flops. I mean, that's the golden standard of going to a gym. Free childcare with the membership, open 24/7. I've done personal training with Maddie. He's been fantastic for my life. They have weights, cardio, workout classes, basketball courts, tennis courts, indoor swimming pool. They have it all. The club feels great. The moment that you walk in, just get ready for December, folks. It's going to be a good time to join, and it's always a good time to join because if you get started on your journey today, you'll thank me and be like, glad I got started, so I'm just getting ahead on my fitness journey. John Anderson, formerly of ESPN, joins us on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman
Pull my baby out the goal. Y'all, get him out. Ain't no way in the world my baby going to get hit that many times with a puck.
on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. With Wilde and Tausch, you won't miss a play.
Romeo. This 3-syllable, you have to take the O out of the equation. That's too easy.
Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Iota, right? Not one iota. Iota.
Yeah, that's only 4 letters.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
Let's pretend you're a first-time listener to Wilde and Tausch. What the hell is this? They're discussing syllables.
On 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Be greeted by an owner at America's largest employee-owned jewelry store.
Welcome to Kessler's.
They say seeing is believing, and when you see what's inside at American Place Casino, you better believe you're gonna love it. Because when it comes to amazing gaming, we're a real game changer. With the most exciting of table games like blackjack, craps, and roulette, the newest slots, a sportsbook, restaurants, bars, and more. So if you're ready for excitement, we'll see you soon. American Place Casino. Change the game.
Must be 21 years of age or older. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis counseling and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER, 1-800-426-2537.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Thanksgiving is almost here. What are you bringing to the table? Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor. Pairing the right wine with your Thanksgiving dinner can turn your meal into a celebration. But you don't have to be an expert to find the right wine. That's what our knowledgeable staff is here for. With over 8,000 varieties of wine, Discount Liquor can help you choose between a light, fruity Pinot Grigio, a big, luscious Cabernet, or anything in between, all at the lowest prices in town. Visit us today at 51st in Oklahoma and Milwaukee and on Barstow and Main in downtown Waukesha. Voted best liquor store again.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Check out all of our weekly specials at discountliquorinc.com. And from our family to yours, have a happy and safe Thanksgiving.
Discount liquor.
Take the stress out of the holiday season with the Milwaukee Bucks. Get all your shopping done with Bucks deal season offers, featuring great gifts and limited time packages that even Scrooge will love. Score deals for everyone on your list, including yourself, from the Milwaukee Bucks and Pfizer Forum. 'Tis the season for cheer with your favorite deer. After all, there's no place like Pfizer Forum for the holidays. Shop the offers today at bucks.com/deal season.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank, your hometown bank. Tri-City National Bank offers a full suite of personal and business banking products at 28 convenient locations. Open your account today at the community bank that was voted Milwaukee's best bank. Learn more at tcnb.com.
The 49ers turned the ball over 3 times on Sunday, including an interception for Xavier McKinney, and 3 Josh Jacobs touchdowns led the way for the Packers offense as they get a 38-10 win in Green Bay. Here's Matt LaFleur on the 2 newcomers' impact.
Until you get a guy in the building and get to interact with them on a daily basis, you don't really know, but it's been as advertised. Those guys have been instrumental in our ability to win games.
8-3 Packers are back at it on Thursday night for a Thanksgiving game against the Miami Dolphins in Green Bay.
This has been your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank.
Concerned about fraud? Tri-City's got your back. Use debit card alerts. Help stop a card hack. You'll get notified when your card's being used so you can prevent your account from abuse. Tri-City National Bank. Member FDIC.
I feel so stuck.
The Veterans Crisis Line is here for you. Dial 988, then press 1 to call.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Potawatomi Casino Hotel has a brand new sports book with a 2,000 square foot video wall. And if you're in a rush, they have 20-minute reserved parking spaces for you to come in, place a bet, use your rewards card. And you can find kiosks that take their rewards card and earn points along the way. Bet above the rest. Go to paysbig.com/sportsbook and stay tuned for the Finalysis show on YouTube. Something special going on tonight over at Potawatomi Casino Hotel.
Excited for that one.
Joining us now is John Anderson. John, good to see you in person in Green Bay. Where did your travels take you after that?
Good to be seen. After I saw you, I went over to Shadow Lane, which is a block from the stadium, where I met 3 of my old high school friends. Actually, we go far back as junior high, and we hung out, and we made a nice walk to the game, and so I enjoyed time and company with some old friends. And then I watched us deliver, I thought, the most resounding performance of the season for the team, which was nice to see as well. The only thing that didn't happen was I thought, since I was in my home city, that like Jair Alexander, I would be able to go out for the coin flip, unbeknownst to Matt LaFleur. But I just didn't have the guts to go out and try that.
Yeah, that would take a lot of guts to go out there and go assert yourself into the coin flip.
Did you ever call the coin toss?
I did. Actually, I was made a captain for the Jaguars in the first game. We played the Green Bay Packers.
Look at you.
So it was.
Did you win the coin toss?
But you were legit allowed out there, right? That was
Yeah.
that was not a shock to the coach.
Nope. That was.
Why is the punter going out there?
Yeah, exactly. It was me. On the other side was Clay Matthews, Mason Crosby, I believe Jordy Nelson.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, these are the dudes I rooted for about 6 years ago. Now I'm playing against them. But John, speaking about the Green Bay Packers, of course, the thing that has been plaguing this quarterback, Jordan Love, is throwing the ball to the other team via throwing interceptions. But hey, the streak is broken. So I'm guessing you're feeling better. You feeling better about Jordan Love, or still got to see some more as far as protecting the ball?
I want to know if it's really broken, because I'm going to be consistent. when the old kicker, and now I'm going to be like Buddy Ryan since he's not on my team, I don't have to know his name, right? He was 44, and he missed the one that got wiped off the board. And so the throw that Love made on the 12 men on the field, and then it ended up being an offset penalties, was still a dumb throw. And I said to the guy sitting next to me, I'm like, I get you have a free play, but that doesn't mean it has to be a stupid play. So I was a little unhappy about that, which I would like to have seen that finished up. But other than that, no, I thought he was great. But I thought he played well within with the exception of that sequence in the end of the half where and listen, I lost all faith in humanity when Christian Watson dropped the ball because, like I've been preaching, throw it to him. He's your best guy. He's your most athletic guy. And then he dropped it. So then I was a little down. And then that was the only time where he kind of seemed to get a little anxious. And he's like, well, we're still going to go for it. And we're still going to go for it. Mm-hmm. And he threw 3 or 4 deep balls. Other than that, I thought he played more within the offense, didn't try to go crazy. I thought he was really good on third downs, which is, that's the money down, right? Red zone and third downs for the quarterbacks. So I thought he was much improved and, kind of on his way to being what he was at the end of last season and what we had hoped he'd be all this season. But again, still don't throw a pick to the other guy no matter what the situation is. Just don't throw it to him.
John, you were excited about this win. You just said that this win against the San Francisco 49ers really kind of got you up. So you're saying that the injuries don't diminish exactly what the Green Bay Packers did on Sunday? Because obviously they're missing their left tackle, they're missing their starting quarterback, and missing their starting defensive end.
Right. So, but Bosa, like both the Bosas, they're just a soft tissue injury waiting to happen every week.
True.
So they're always kind of running into that. Trent Williams, I thought, was the most noticeable loss for them in the whole game. And the only reason I say that's more than Purdy is because I watched Shanahan coach and I watched LaFleur coach, and I think they're kind of one and the same. And I watched LaFleur win a couple of games. Team wasn't quite as good, but with the backup quarterback, smart, good game plan, manage the ball, know what was going on. And I thought that's what we would get from Shanahan. I thought even though Allen hadn't played a bunch, that their quarterback and their coach is really good with quarterbacks, and he will give him things that will make him effective, give Packers some fits, and be smart enough that he could win the game. Like that wasn't out of the possibility. Turns out he wasn't quite as good. But I thought a lot of that had to do with the Packers' defense. I thought they covered pretty well. I thought they made enough pressure on the guy that, having not played in 4 or 5 years or 3 or 4, whatever it was, he didn't stand in there quite as stout as somebody that plays every week was. But I think part of that pressure was Williams not being there. I thought he was
Lucas Van Ness made a play. That's how I knew I knew it was a problem at left tackle.
Yeah, although I still I didn't realize until I was watching what a special teams stalwart that number 1 pick is. Boy, he's out there on kick coverage and he's out there on punt turns. Like, I'm glad we're getting mileage out of him.
Versatility.
But that really, a buddy of mine who was a big Lucas, he's everything but where's his jersey? And I'm like, dude, I think we have seen the coming out party of Lucas Van Ness.
So he gets to cheer at kickoff. That's about it.
Kickoff, a lot of he was like, I think he made the most important play of the season against the Bears. I'm like, because he took up 2 blockers. I thought the other guy who actually blocked the kick was also fairly instrumental in how that went down. But I appreciate that this guy is sticking with his man, that he's going to go down with the ship. Although I don't think it's in that situation yet. But
who's your guy this year? Like, if John Anderson's got a guy, who's your guy?
I'm all in on Josh Jacobs.
Ooh,
for a couple of reasons. One, I think he's really good. And 2, I worked in Tulsa, Oklahoma for a long time. And the high school that he went to, McLean High School, which I believe has been renamed into sort of a science and technology or something, up on the north side of Tulsa. I used to love to go cover that team and the football coach they had for many, many years. And what that guy went through, he had a period of homelessness. He and his dad living in their car. And so kind of given my connection to Tulsa and knowing about the McLean Scotts and him, and then on top of that being as good as he's been. So he's if I was going to go buy a jersey now, I would go buy number 8.
Oh, I like that.
That's really good.
Yeah.
John,
by the way, the last jersey I bought was a number 7, and that was for Don Mikowski, not Quay Walker. But that's the last time I purchased one.
John, Thanksgiving on Thursday, of course. Give me the 3 foods that you got to make sure there's room for on your plate for a Thanksgiving dinner.
So I'm huge on turkey. I am about the staples. I need turkey, but I want mashed potatoes. I don't want cheesy potatoes. That's a deal breaker. I would like a green bean, but not a green bean casserole. And what I really would like is the pecan pie that my mother makes. It's my grandmother's recipe. And so literally if I had a piece of turkey, a big turkey leg like Henry VIII, and then a piece of pecan pie, like I'll take that, knock me out and wake me up at 7:20.